Bilbo epidemic on the NBA courts. I mean, so yeah, Bilbo landed near Indiana's Sophie Cunningham after it was thrown from the stands in L.A. last night, where the Sparks and Fever played. It's the latest incident to interrupt a WNBA game in the past 7 days. Apparently, the perps out there in L.A. took their cue more from the Chicago justice system, which we learned yesterday is that's a no harm, no foul, rather than Atlanta, where the dude's facing who knows how many charges. But the incident happened at Crypto.com Arena, 2 minutes to go in the half. The object landed near Cunningham, who, by the way, had been vocal on social media about fans throwing the, quote, toys onto the court. The Fever forward jumped back in surprise. Kelsey Plum kicked the object into the stands. And at this point, this is fair. I don't know about the danger of the player's safety. I guess it's some crazy offshoot of an accident that could be definitely a priority. It's the number one thing you protect with these athletes who really are just performers within these lines. And it's our job as fans to stay the bleep back. But I do wholeheartedly agree with this at this point. This is Sparks coach Lynn Roberts after her team's win. I think it's ridiculous. It's dumb. It's stupid. Here. Enough with the Bilbos, you stupid idiot. WNBA non-fans, I guess. I mean, are we buying a ticket just to go throw the Bilbo at this point? Are you just an everyday WNBA viewer? Maybe you've always had the Bilbo, but typically you don't throw it onto the court. I don't know what's going on in the WNBA, but I just thought I would share that. Major League Baseball pennant races. You think our guy was he was a little saucy yesterday. Good morning, E.T.
Shabasi.
Our boy was a little saucy upon arrival yesterday. Had to get it off his chest about the floundering New York Mets. Remember?
Yeah, he was a little deranged yesterday.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about it at all. So I'm looking forward to just at this point, E.T., just between you, me, and God's ears, and all of you out there in listener land. Appreciate you, 6 o'clockers, getting it done. It's darn near crisp and cool out there this morning. It was only 74, I saw. But our boy's probably still 10 toes up. Let's don't kid ourselves. So he won't hear this. I'm now secretly, did you guys hear that? Before you go on Twitter in 10 minutes? I'm secretly kind of rooting for the Mets meltdown only to watch Dan disintegrate every morning. It's kind of good theater for me. My team's long. I've already lived through those emotions. My team's dead and buried. We had a ceremony, for Pete's sake. Yeah. No zombie coming from them. Forget them. They lost again last night. You're welcome, Luncher. The Brew Crew, the best record in baseball, and the Braves have lost 2 in a row to them because, well, they're impotent. But, yeah, the Mets are floundering. They're losing all kinds of dramatic, hellish ways. Last night they built an early 2-0 lead. Ended up losing 3-2 to the Guardians, who are one of the hottest teams in baseball. There's some interesting streaks going on. There's some super hot teams and some really cold teams right now. Red Sox have won 9 out of 10. They're all the way to within 3 games in the AL East. That's because the Blue Jays have lost 6 of their last 10. Yankees lost again last night. They're just a half game up in the wild card race. They've lost 5 in a row, 6 of their last 10. The Rays have lost 7 out of 10, and I think I saw 8 out of 11. Meanwhile, Guardians are hot. Best record last. I don't know what the time frame are. They're throwing a lot of stats at me. The Brewers have been the baseball's best team. They have the best record in baseball. They've won a couple in a row over Atlanta, 5 straight overall. 8 of their last 10. They built a 4-game lead over the Cubs. And the Padres make a little run on the Dodgers out west. Dodgers did get a win yesterday. So did San Diego. So the Pods remain 3 games back there. But the Mets, losers at home last night, they're down to 63 and 51 now. And just really playing just sloppy, uninspired baseball. And my guy's going to lose his mind. So we got the Murphy Power Hour today as well. Today. And I guess I don't know what we have tomorrow. We'll find out then. So I got Jagstown to dive into. We got NFL news and notes, college football thoughts with that season really quickly approaching. Guys who are opening eyes at some of the camps around the state, around the SEC. Saw a prediction for freshman impact that would bode well for Florida. So it's a fun and infotaining day coming your way. Includes Get Smart John, includes the Murphy Power Hour, all that and more. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Like Family Beach Roast is there. Whether you have a plumbing emergency or a planned project, make that call to Beach Roast Plumbing or find out more at beachroastplumbing.com.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He's our big hitter.
I'm Jaguars Today's middle linebacker, Tom McManus.
He tackles Jags talk from a middle linebacker's point of view. Fridays on 1010XL. Protected by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Frank Franzi here for Coyle & Son Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports memories. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? Do you know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle & Sons. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821 or visit CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E Jacks.com. CoyleJacks.com.
Put a little hot sauce on your lunchtime listening.
Spicy.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy. They are XL Prime Time.
Or alarm fired.
From the big #1 Duvall Ford Studios. Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. It's Renewal by Anderson's triple savings month. Get $300 off windows and $825 off patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Ready to ride the waves? Best Bet St. Augustine is turning up the heat with our Summer Splash promotion. We're giving away over $40,000 in cash and prizes, including a brand new 2025 Yamaha Wave Runner. From now through August 8th, every hour you play poker or table games earns you an entry to win. It all leads up to the grand prize drawing on August 9th. The more you play, the more chances you have. Don't miss your shot to make a splash this summer. Visit bestbetjacks.com for all the details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarrOrthopedics.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, let's rock it back in. 6:16 on a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Defense kind of flushed the offense down the drain yesterday at camp, apparently. More on that in a second. First, we get our look at Travis Hunter's duality. Took another step in camp yesterday, very quietly in the last day that was open to the fans. And now go close practices. We'll still have boots on the ground. Don't you worry. Keep you up to date. But yesterday there was a sequence where Travis Hunter played offense, took off the teal, put on the white, stayed in the game, played defense, took off the teal, took off the white, put on the teal, and went back into the offensive huddle. Played like a span of like 5 of 6 plays, going from offense to defense to offense. So, maybe just kind of getting that routine down a little bit. By all the measurable, and again, this is shout out to boots on the ground, right? All those guys down there braving the heat of a training camp at a time where we are here just flapping our gums, talking sports, camp workouts in the morning, pretty much 8:30 to 10. So any of the news and notes we bring you, it's coming through the eyes of all those guys, both the ones here from 1010XL and some of our friends and partners at the TU and the SHIP and some of the others. By just about all accounts yesterday, the defense dominated completely, in fact. Multiple sacks or would-be sacks by Josh Hines, Allen, Trayvon Walker. Juwan Smoot's kind of had a nice camp, by the way. Jordan Lewis continues to flash. He had a sack and a diving interception of Trevor Lawrence yesterday in team drills. Yasir Abdullah, BJ Green, bonus points if you got BJ Green on your bingo card. Also sacks in team periods. Defense won 6-2, third down drills. Yeah, offense looked sloppy. What gives, 16?
It was definitely one of our worst days as an offense, and even speaking just personally, I felt like I just, maybe didn't see it as great today. I just felt like we were moving a little slow, coming off the off day. Just need to bring a little bit more juice next time, and just one play at a time. Just takes one play to kind of get you back going. And I think we could have brought a little bit more energy, a little sluggish today coming in. So we'll watch the tape though and see what it was. There was a lot of stuff just kind of everywhere. There was penalties, there was some missed assignments, there was some couple bad reads by me. There was just a little bit of everything. So we'll have to watch it and see. It's practice. Rather it happen out here and learn from it. And we're not playing yet, so we got some time to fix it, but we need to address the issues and kind of learn from them.
Yeah, the offense probably had the better of it in the scrimmage overall, and the defense came in a little feisty yesterday, and you have those ups and downs, and again, can you learn from them? You got to keep that level, high pitch competition going, full 60 every time. Trevor says it does expect to play on Saturday. The official, rundown of play time. I don't know if we'll get something official. I don't know if they know themselves. You're going to read the game to a certain degree. You may have a plan and something you be either so elated or disgusted by, you change your plan midstream. But with the expectation of playing what Trevor Lawrence would like to see Saturday night against Pittsburgh.
Just to play clean, no penalties, operation, in and out of the huddle quick, get up to the line, communicate, just play clean ball and execute whatever's there. Obviously the plan, not as much game planning when you're talking about preseason games, so not sure exactly the plan as far as what we're going to do, but whatever it is, it's stuff we've done all training camp, I'm sure. So just execution at a high level.
Liam Cohen's press conferences at this stage of camp, so much is going on. They basically become just a checking down the list of players, his thoughts, the kind of camp they've had, and what's upcoming. Can't ask a lot about Eric Armstead right now, still MIA, along with Mason Smith. It's a big part of that defensive line that, you hope you can have Armstead back for week 1. That's not a question that could be answered for sure, but not having those two guys certainly hurts a little bit. Jordan Lewis has made open a lot of eyes, made a lot of plays in camp. Let's hope that translates, that kind of impact when we see him on the field. Actually, ET, let's start with number 7 with Liam Cohen and ask if he's decided how long and if the ones play on Saturday.
Not yet. We're still working through it. We wanted to kind of get through these next 2 padded days to evaluate, see where we're at as a group before making that decision. We've obviously had conversations as a staff and with Tony and James as well, but we're going to let these 2 days play out, see what it looks like, and make a decision from there.
We've talked about this. It's a big day for him, for Liam Cohen himself. Not been a head coach. You're ramping up through this preseason as well. Just the protocols and not to mention that game day balance. For the first time this Saturday, there are going to be officials and it's going to be a game. The scoreboard's going to be going. And everything's going to be happening lightning fast. You're going to have that headset on. You're going to be trying to call plays. You're going to be coaching the team. A lot going on for him as well. But what does he hope to see from his squad Saturday night?
Less penalties. It was great. We got Alex Kemp out here, a great, referee crew out here that did a great job. We met with them as a staff at 7 a.m. this morning. They will meet with our players, this afternoon. They'll also meet with the rookies and explain some of the rule changes from college to pro this evening. And so we are making a conscious effort, and the league is making a conscious effort at detailing formations, alignments, assignments, and motions is a huge part of the rules this year. The 2 men in motion, illegal formations, shaving the line of scrimmage. It all showed up today. All the things that they are trying to emphasize. So, long-winded way of answering your question. I'd like a little bit more discipline.
Yeah, that's so important. Let's recognize, correct, punish players that can't play that way, man. I'd rather have the minuscule difference in talent from player A to player B if player A is going to make dumb mistakes and cost me. I'd rather have player B not false starting and dealing with however the play runs out than player A false starting and making my 3rd and 3, 3rd and 8, or whatever the case may be. I use that as an example. All right, I mentioned Travis Hunter yesterday. We got a little bit of a dress rehearsal. The dress part here is where the accent goes. Is, again, a span of 5 or 6 plays. He switched from offense to defense 3 times. What was behind all that, Coach Cohen?
We weren't playing in any 11 personnel, so he's still learning 12 personnel, other positions, so that he can continue to get in some of those personnel groupings. Because he plays the F in 11, to go and play the Z in 12 is just, it's just another added learning curve that we need to continue to work on. But I think he'll say he was a little bit more tired than he usually gets. But I thought he, still showed up, made some plays across the middle as he's kind of continued to do. And it's just good to get into that, habit. As we mentioned, we wanted to get to this point of post-scrimmage, just starting to let him roll in between racks to get him some extra work.
Is this going to be the new normal?
Very similar. It might not be every single day, but I would say it would probably be a little bit more normal than not.
All right, so there's Liam Cohen. You heard from Trevor Lawrence, Tank Bigsby, and Foye Oluokun still to come this hour as we motor you through the 6 a.m.er. It's a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday, like Family Beatros is there. We moved to Puerto Rico when I was in 9th grade. So the last tackle football I played was, middle school level.
All right.
So I never got to the point where, let's be honest, about as early as 6th grade, if you football practice every day, you get, you just get headaches, right? Just shake that head after a shower. Anywho, I never played football to the point where you got to the smelling salts or those ammonia inhalers. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Now, so did you guys buy that? So since I didn't continue to play, does that start in high school? Did you guys have the smelling salts or the ammonia tablets?
It was high school. Yeah.
So it starts there, and then it pretty much continues through all levels of football, and not that everyone does it, but some people do. What do you think in the NFL? What's the penetration? What's the percentage of guys that would use, smelling salts, ammonia inhalers?
I'd say majority of them.
A lot of them do. Not anymore.
Oh yeah, no.
NFL yesterday announced in a memo they've banned ammonia inhalants, prohibiting teams from providing players with inhalers, capsules, smelling salts, or ammonia in a cup. The prohibition Applies throughout all NFL games and to all team personnel, including coaches, physicians, trainers, strength and conditioning, or otherwise. In banning ammonia, the NFL is citing a warning issued by the FDA concerning the lack of evidence to support the safety and efficacy of ammonia inhalers marketed for boosting mental alertness or boosting energy. They say there is a potential negative side effect for the league's purposes. It also says ammonia inhalers had the potential to mask certain neurological signs and symptoms, namely some potential signs of a concussion. So the ban of the use of ammonia inhalers for any use has been recommended. Just find something else, won't we? Huh? Suddenly they'd be, shooting back extra strength, 5-hour energy, or Joe Cola will make its way to the sideline. I mean, I'm assuming the effect is it's just like having never done it, I could assume what it would be like to open some ammonia and just put my nose over and take a little inhale. It's like kind of like woo, get your eyes
wake me up,
get your eyes going a little bit. Et. Yeah. So we'll see. The inhalants have been banned. I don't. I've seen the visual. It's not like I see it going on all the time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like constantly or consistently on the sidelines. But like I said, I stopped playing football at such an age that the smelling salts never came into play. Although I do remember this, and this part would make sense. And I don't think they do this anymore when it comes to like those smelling salts. But back in the old day, if you were like knocked cold, they would put that stuff underneath you to wake you up.
Wake you up, yep.
And that certainly would. And by the way, purportedly to get you up and ready and to get back in the game. And yeah, that's probably not the mentality in the NFL right now. Who needs preseason the most? When it comes to games, CBS.com, a little column this morning, 8 NFL teams that need the preseason the most. I wonder if and how we fit in there. And we mentioned in Brunch with the Tour and didn't make too much of it. I believe Scotty Scheffler skipped one of the playoff events last year, but we mentioned Rory is skipping round one of the playoffs. His, position moving forward is quite secure. By the way, it's hard for me to ever buy an argument from the PGA Tour players about how much money they need if there's a $3.2 million check and you decide just to take a pass in a limited field. I got a hard time believing you're grinding out there to put food on the table if there's a 70-person tournament with $3 million, more than $3 million going to the winner, and I'll just vacation. So just as an aside, I would throw that in there. But a PGA Tour vet is, quote, very concerned. Share that as well. All up and rolling here on a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Are you an experienced chiller technician and looking for a role where your skills are truly valued? It's time to make the move to Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. You'll get top pay, comprehensive health and welfare benefits for your family, and a pension that doesn't come out of your pocket. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks, and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Cleaning Freaks at Zero Res. Great time of the year to get your house Zero Resified. And right now, you can get your entire home cleaned from Jacksonville's ultimate carpet cleaner. You'll get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135. Plus, they're throwing in a free hallway and take $100 off the air duct cleaning. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res, spell it backwards or forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Zero Res.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
At Hurricane Grill and Wings, the wings are fresh, the drinks are cold, and the game is always on. With 30 bold flavors, ice-cold beer, and handcrafted cocktails, there's no better place to kick back and catch every play. Escape the ordinary. Your home for sports is Hurricane Grill and Wings.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
My goal is, man, I want to be the best player for this team. You know, best person that I can be day in and day out. I just thank the Lord for giving me the opportunity to be here, man. You know, a lot of guys wish to be where I'm at and be where all these guys at. So whenever I get an opportunity to come out here, I give it my all because you never know when you're going to get a next snap. So I just try to give it my all every time, man, and live every day and be where my feet at. So I'm just grateful, you know, to be honest with you. And I just thank my teammates for being the guys they are. Thank my coaches, the running backs, everybody, man, because it's just about growth on this team now.
That's Tank Bigsby, listed in one of those and/or situations on the depth chart. CBS Sports has put out a column, 8 teams that the 2025 preseason means more for a variety of reasons, I suppose. Stand by. I'm going to need that sneeze button. Used to have a sneeze button. Technology in reverse. First things first, I saw the Steelers had an injury in camp yesterday, and it caught my eye just for one reason. It was a quarterback. It's a rookie, Will Howard, last seen winning the national title. He broke a hand, I believe they said, in a center exchange. Hey, buddy, first day quarterbacking? But, I mean, we can't expect Aaron Rodgers to play, right, E? I mean, even on a new team.
He's definitely not playing.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers ain't going to play. Come on.
They'll go sign somebody just to
well, at this stage, I don't know if you even give any, but we're going to see a lot of Mason Rudolph. And I believe, is it Skylar Thompson, Skylar Thornton? Who's the dude that played for the?
Might be Skylar Thornton Thompson.
Yeah, thank you.
It might be.
Well, anyway, he's been with the Dolphins for 2 or 3 years and played some there. So we're going to see. And I guess what that means is when it comes to preseason games and Aaron Rodgers and Trevor Lawrence not playing, one probably not at all and the other probably not much. But these are pretty experienced backups, right? I mean, Mason Rudolph's played a lot of football. Nick Mullins here, the new Jaguars backups, played a lot of football. And even the third guys, Skylar Thornton and Johnny Wolford, have had to make spot starts and, you know, have had some 2 or 3 years of continuity in the league. So the quarterback play shouldn't suffer a ton, at least by preseason standards. So many times you see a third or fourth stringer who you've never heard of and will never hear from again. So just a note from the Jags Steelers and that quarterback situation now that Pittsburgh has. But as fate would have it, our opener, at least according to this little list, would matter more because of the 8 teams that have, been viewed as the preseason is more important for. 2 of them will play in the game Saturday night. Both the Jaguars and Steelers show up on the list. So let's give a little review of what they're saying. A lot of these are more preseason questions than they are the actual preseason games. Key questions for the Jags as listed. Can Trevor Lawrence out to rebound, steady himself in his first live action under Liam Cohen? We certainly would feel a lot better if the Jags got an opening kick, took the drive. Trevor went 3 for 3 for 41 yards and a touchdown, or at least a touchdown drive. You'd feel a lot better than if it's 2 for 5 with some struggles and some miscommunications in the other. Other key questions for the Jags. How much chemistry, if any, can Lawrence build with new wide receiver Travis Hunter during exhibition action? Yeah, these are definitely about the games. I just don't know if we see a lot of this because coaches just don't play them enough for it to matter. You're not getting any chemistry in 7 plays, man.
No, sir.
And then finally, one that we came back from break with, will Tank Bigsby continue to push Travis Etienne Jr., who's entering a contract year for the right to serve as Cohen's top multi-purpose ball carrier? You bet he is, isn't he? I mean,
absolutely.
The depth chart says that he's definitely pushing him. I don't know why we all feel like it or if it's accurate, but don't we all feel like if the season started tomorrow that Bigsby would be the starter?
They would tote number 4. They would 4.
Yeah,
Yep.
it feels that way. Meanwhile, our cohorts this Saturday night, the Pittsburgh Steelers, just for good measure here, they are also on the list. And their top question is the one we came back with. Will Aaron Rodgers actually want or be granted legitimate preseason playing time? Clock ticking on the 41-year-old as he adapts to another new program. Can a downfield threat emerge opposite DK Metcalf, ensuring Rodgers has someone other than young Roman Wilson to target on deep shots? Fair question. How will Mike Tomlin's new secondary shake out? Don't forget, our old buddy Jalen Ramsey returns this Saturday. They also picked up Darius Slay. A more welcome homecoming for Darius Slay, who never played here, than for Jalen Ramsey, who began his NFL career in Jacksonville. And don't forget the Steelers now without Minkah Fitzpatrick. He was part of that trade. What a kind of an odd trade that was. Minkah Fitzpatrick goes back to the team that drafted him, team that he kind of started to make his name for. Baseball had that at the trade deadline. Eugenio Suarez went back to the Mariners where he started his career. But I digress. We got more NFL news. There's a bunch of it yesterday. A lot to catch your eye. We'll have much more coming up in a football fix. Meanwhile, first round of the playoffs gets started at the St. Jude Classic. That's coming up tomorrow. Minor news with Rory McIlroy skipping the event. Again, you lose all credit. Now, I'm not saying that Rory was one of those chirping about it. He stayed behind the scenes. I'm sure Rory got his when the money all filtered out through the live split. And he has spoken, he carried the mantle for the PGA Tour and took a lot of mud slung at him. But to the point, especially you top-end guys, and I know it's hard for you to get fulfilled, find your fulfillment on a golf course. Maybe that's because your fulfillment comes way too easy. One winner's check, and you're fulfilled for the next 3 years financially. And that's living at your extravagance that you've built for yourself already. But Rory McIlroy just skipping an event that pay 3.2 to the winner reeks of entitlement to me. It's the playoffs. You're coming down the stretch. What would keep you from playing the last 3 events? And by the way, like I said, if the prospect of winning $3 million doesn't do a thing for you, right? Think about it. Are we so out of touch with today's athletes and money and finances that a guy, not only the number 2 golfer in the world, which would make him a favorite to win,
like very capable of winning,
would rather just not even play for 3. It's just not worth it. It's like they call me today, hey, Prosh, you want to come play? We're playing quarter skins. Nah, man, it's 94. I'm going to take a pass.
Yeah, I'm straight on that $3 million.
Come on, man. In an effort to reduce his overall workload, Masters champ Rory McIlroy decided not to play the St. Jude. So the first leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs now has 69 instead of the top 70 players in the world. McIlroy, the lone missing piece. It's been met with some angst from PGA Tour organizers, Stuart Moore notwithstanding. They're considering a rule change. And I think this is fair, too, that even someone of his caliber would not be mathematically locked into the second leg of the playoffs. How about this? How about if you make the playoffs, you play them all or you don't play them? I don't care if you're first or 70th. If you don't play the first round, you're out. A team can't take a pass, and the Novak Djokovic can't decide he doesn't want to play the first round of the U.S. Open and then just return for round 2. That's a fair rule. If you don't like it, then just bow out of the whole thing. It'll be eliminated from the chase for the championship. So the BMW is the second leg. Then we got the Tour Championship. While each leg offers 4 times as many points as the regular season events, McIlroy and Scheffler are so far in front of the field, they cannot be knocked past the top 50 or the top 30 thresholds, even if they don't play. Scheffler is playing, hoping for $3.2 million of non-fulfillment. Peter Malnati is the player director on the PGA Tour Policy Board, says he's, quote, very concerned with McIlroy skipping. I think there's stuff in the works. I'll leave it at that. McIlroy, now this isn't new. He said last year he told the London Telegraph that skipping the St. Jude Championship in 2025 was likely in the cards. Man, that's when you know you're good. Man, I'm going to be so far ahead in this PGA Tour Cup that I'll just...
Yeah, he called it way back
way
then.
early. There's a few tournaments that I played this year that I don't usually play, and I might not play next year. I played the Cognizant in Palm Beach Gardens, the Texas Open in San Antonio, the Heritage at Hilton Head. And I'll probably not play the first playoff event in Memphis. I mean, I finished basically dead last there this year and only moved down 1 spot in the playoff seedings. I mean, there is that point. You've built it in that way. But again, tell me you don't have too much money without telling me you don't have too much money.
My goodness.
$3.2 million, I'll pass. Football Fix when we return to Beach Trust Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Atlanta Braves today hosting the Milwaukee Brewers at Truist Park. Yesterday, Brewers over the Braves 7-2. Spencer Strider gets the start for Atlanta today, $1.44 favorite. Jose Quintana for the Braves plus 118, 8 flat the total. Rays at Angels Stadium in Anaheim today. Shane Bonds on the hill for the Rays, minus 110, 9 under the total. NFL preseason football on Saturday. The opener for the Jaguars at Everbank Stadium. Jacksonville bet up to a 2.5-point favorite over the Steelers, 35.5 the total. Buccaneers are a 2.5-point dog against Tennessee at Raymond James Stadium. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Got a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Hacker here. You know, those of you that have listened to me for years realize that I used to do a lot of different weight loss things, a lot of different things that I tried that just never worked for one reason or the other. And then Awaken 180 Weight Loss came along, and I heard Mike Dempsey and Matt Hayes talking about it, and I thought, you know what? What the heck? What do I have to lose? I'm going to give it a try. I had low expectations, to be honest, based on previous history, but I learned very quickly that Awaken 180 Weight Loss is the best weight loss program I was ever on. I dropped 19 15 pounds my first 2 weeks on Awaken 180 weight loss. Went on to lose over 100 pounds total. I'm keeping the weight off with the Awaken 180 weight loss maintenance program. Awaken 180 weight loss, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best weight loss program I have ever been on, and the results speak for themselves. If it's time for you to lose some weight like it was for me, go to awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. You can do it. Awaken 180 weight loss.
The grind for greatness begins before they play the games. Training camp is here, and 1010XL is there. From the practice field straight to you. Ramped up by Roland Leash Plumbing and Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Experience the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra as they bring to life the legendary sound of Journey.
Took the midnight train going anywhere.
Feel the power of Faithfully. Rock out to Wheel in the Sky and sing every word of Don't Stop Believing. Friday, August 8th at the historic Florida Theater. One epic night of the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra featuring Journey. Get your tickets at floridatheater.com.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. And if your dream is to create that space where you're living large in your backyard, then you need to get with the good people at CSS. They put a gas log in our fireplace, an awesome fire pit out back where the kids can toast s'mores, and we can just hang out and watch the game. It's all part of your outdoor living experience with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I will say one thing. I think about music sometimes in this perspective. Y'all out there driving around, spinning the wheels of commerce, getting the day started, who are of like my age, who like, you know, kind of grew up in the 80s. This music from the 80s has had unbelievable staying power, and it's all genres of music from the 80s survive. Whether it's the early hip hop, whether it's the boy band, whether it's the easy listening, whether it was the rock, it just all held up. And think of it in these terms, gang. If you're my age, if you're, say you're 50 years old or 40 years old even, okay? You're 40 years old. You're listening right now to 40-year-old music, right? You know what I never did when I was, and your kids are hearing it, right? You've heard this music for years. It'd be like when we were kids, gang, in the 70s and into the 80s, if we were listening to music from the 30s and 40s. Never happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was no, one fringe AM station in every city was playing some big band kind of music from, way back in the day. But it just, the survival of 80s music is unreal. It's just unreal.
Right.
I mean, But anyway, I say what you, and I'm not a music aficionado, so this isn't like some sort of value judgment on which era is best. It's just, I don't know if it just is in combination. That's when technology exploded. We're fixing to go to DVD and it, in stadium sound experience, the whole thing. Because the 80s also bomb us on those jock rock kind of, stadium songs as well.
They did.
All those are evolving as we go along as well. All right, let's don't waste any more time. Let's cue up a football fix. The Fix, brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and Mandarin Home Life Business Auto. We call that a bundle, and she'll save you a bundle because Mandy is on your side when things go wrong. And the home course, Julington Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly. We'll see you on the course. The home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Jerry Jones needs to take a media sabbatical.
Oh, yes, goodness.
He's obviously still a very sharp man for his age. I have to put a qualifier in there for his age because sometimes he starts talking like that grandpa over lemonade that you're not following. And just, when you get to be that age, man, you give zero cares about what anyone thinks about what you're saying.
That's right.
Especially when you're the owner of the Cowboys and have the money and the business acumen of Jerry Jones. But this continuing to kind of talk about Micah Parsons like he's just some dude has got to be insulting. And this acting like, well, if we have him, we have him. If we don't, we don't. There's two sides to this. Yeah, no, there ain't two sides to this. You get great players, you pay them. And somehow Dallas manages to stretch these things into training camp every year. Last year, CeeDee Lamb. Year before that, Dak Prescott. Is it breaking news that it's what the calendar says it is? I bring this all up now because Jones met the media again yesterday, and it included some what's. Quote, not confident Parsons will play in week 1. Well, you keep up with that aggressive negotiating, Jared. Appreciate you. I guess the season ticket deadline's already passed, and you're all sold out. Because Cowboy fan here in the back, I'd kind of like him to be signed and playing in week 1. I don't know, just a thought. Don't they open with the Eagles?
Let's see.
I think the Cowboys and Eagles open against each other. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go beat the Super Bowl champs without Micah. Yeah, I don't really expect him to play in week 1. We'll sell the team, bro. Guess who looks like
week 1 at the Eagles?
Yeah.
Thursday.
That's a good one. That's a good one to not need him. Did you see who's getting the start in Cleveland's preseason opener most likely? Shador Sanders. They got a ton of injuries up there. Mentioned yesterday, they signed the former Pro Bowler Tyrone Huntley. NFL suspended wide receiver for the Vikings. And by the way, Jordan Addison gets hit with a 3-gamer for violating the substance abuse policy. That should make at least some ripples in fantasy football land. Kyron Williams, we told you he's got his deal with the Rams, basically $11 million a year. That's pretty good when it comes to running back rates. And Teddy Bridgewater off the sidelines in high school and back in the NFL, reportedly to sign with the Tampa Bay Bucks. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. We got Get Smart John coming up next hour. The Hicken Arrival is next. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
From pit road to victory lane.
The sun setting behind him, the wind at his back.
This Sunday at Watkins Glen.
The checkered flag is in the air.
NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on 1010XL.
Don't just stand there. Everything you need to turn $1 into an epic win is in your hand. Hard Rock Bet. Bet it, parlay it, boost it, however you want to do it. From wherever you are to the moon. Bet anytime a line, prop, or parlay catches your eye. And withdraw cash when you want it. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Got a leak or a clog? Or are old galvanized pipes causing low water pressure? At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we don't just fix plumbing issues. We solve them for good. And unlike other plumbers in the area, Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will never charge you to diagnose a problem. From simple plumbing repairs to trenchless pipelining, our estimates are free, and we can reline your cast iron pipes without making a mess of your yard. You have many choices for plumbing work. Make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
After 3 years, the Hacker Fantasy League is back here in 2025. Thursday night, August the 21st at Twin Peaks on Atlantic and Kernan, the HFL is back. Be listening to Hacker After Dark for your chance to enter.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast, but Terminix subtracts them faster because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Joe C. from XL Primetime and stoked to crank up the 9 after 5 once again at the Golf Club of Southampton. Every Wednesday, a little after 5, the gang at Southampton will be hosting us with a new game, and I'm inviting you to be a part of it. Now, through the summer stretch, break up the week with a little hump day fun every Wednesday. Call 287-PLAY to get on the tee sheet. There'll be food afterwards and prizes, including playing for a membership at the Golf Club of Southampton. Call 287-PLAY and hit the tee with Joe C.
Cross are here for lifetime enclosures and lifetime flooring. Football season finally upon us, and with that comes cooler weather. If you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business, so give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
New and pre-owned firearms are always in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimbar, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, and Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
If you're 35 to 75, you could get life insurance today. No medical exam needed. I'm Cody with Harborstone Financial. One call could protect your family for life. Call me today, 904-885-9566.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Kuhn Flowers. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence says he's ready to go.
Not sure exactly what the plan is yet. I'm ready to go.
Panthers rookie Teteru McMillan is already circling Week 1 versus Jacksonville.
He's probably going to play both sides, so hopefully he's going to be a little bit more fatigued than I am.
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 6:58 and it's 75 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Oh!
Guess what day it is? Guess what day
Let's see. Monday? No, it's not Monday. You know how you feel on Mondays. It can't be Monday. I know yesterday I voted, so it was Super Tuesday.
Anybody?
Huh. I wonder if Mike knows. Does Mike know what day it is?
What day is it, Mike?
You know it! Yes, sir! Hey! Tell them all again, what day is it?
Hump day!
Hump day! Oh, thank you, E. Thank you, Mike. Good to be here on a hump day. Woo! I love me some hump day. I tell you what, I got about 4 episodes in on that SEC. Congratulations. Our voices made it.
That's what I heard. That's what I was texted. I don't know at what point. Was it a rant, I guess?
No, it's such a short line.
Oh, well, I figured if they included us, they must have been killing Napier. How else why do we make it?
I will do one impression of somebody I heard on the documentary, Part 2, SEC on Netflix. Very good.
That's 150% on the coaching.
So Hacker made it too, you're telling me. What was our point?
That's 150% loss on Billy Napier and the coaching.
What was our point of conversation?
We were more Lagway.
We were talking about it's all about Lagway.
Play Lagway. That kind of thing.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
We were right.
So anyway, but it's very good. I enjoyed it.
I forgot. I know you were excited.
I was excited.
And I woke up this morning and I saw recaps of both that and the Hard Knocks. I thought, man,
I didn't see Hard Knocks yet.
I should have checked out the Netflix one. Like the Hard Knocks, that doesn't debut until later at night, or do they go straight on now?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like it used to be, it came on 8:00 on Tuesdays on whatever.
I don't know. But I chose to go through the SEC. I got like 2 episodes
I'll
left.
watch that. That'll be good.
Very good. The first one was about LSU and South Carolina. The second one was all Florida. And it could have been, you could do 7 parts for us on the Gators, and it would have been great. They chose to condense it. But it gave you really good insight into, and stuff we all know, but good insight really into the Mertz, Lagway
relationship.
You have a lot of respect for Graham Mertz and how he handled things, man. He was what a pro, what a good kid. They took us into the operating room when he got his ACL fixed. It's kind of the side of football nobody likes to see, but mom's crying, dad's in there, son's going to get his ACL fixed, and you know what? They showed him getting drafted by the Houston Texans, so you wish him well. That he makes an NFL team and is able to play football. He loves football.
He'll be a coach.
Loves it.
He's probably not ready, is he? Knee-wise?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know where he is.
I wonder how much he's getting in at camp.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, maybe he's on the PUP list.
But you might need to, if you're him, you might need to push through and not get last year forgotten by next year's crop.
Yeah, but anyway.
They did draft him, right?
Yeah, he was drafted.
Okay, well, that helps him. That probably keeps him around.
He was like at least practice squad. He was like maybe a 6th-round pick or something to that effect. But anyway, so, and, when he says, when I hurt my knee, I know I could go either way. I could either fold up and just, or I could try to help. I know I could help from the sidelines. And he did. He was great. Lagway threw a pick against, I don't know, it was a home game in the Swamp. He threw a pick, and it was his second one, and it wasn't against, like, Samford or something. It was one of the bigger, Kentucky maybe. Yeah, Kentucky. And the game was somewhat close at the time. And he was really, like, down in the dumps, and you see Mertz go up to him and work with him and talk to him, and then he runs a vertical and he hits it, and how excited he was. It was really cool, that part of it. Lagway, talking about, seeing it, hearing his name on the college football game and that kind of thing, how cool that is, and it just seems like real happy, confident kid, and so and of course. They had, after the loss to, there's so many early, what was one? A&M. Billy had the boys gathered around in the locker room afterwards, and he told them, he said, that outside noise is going to be something. He goes, do not let it divide us. Do not let it divide us, what we're doing in here. And he was good. It's tough, and it was everywhere, and it was, obviously.
Sure.
And everybody
deserved outside noise.
Feinbaum even admitted, and we've said this, one of the greatest escape acts in the history of college football.
From fired to optimism.
He was dead man walking.
Dead man walking.
And he still may be. We don't know.
Like wondering would it happen in midseason or at the end.
Yes.
Buyouts being put together, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. I can remember talking with Chris Doring, and once Chris, the former players had given up.
I was thinking,
and everybody likes Billy Napier. He is. It's a good dude, man. And he, he lost his dad to ALS. He talked about that a little bit. It's a good show on the Gators. Like I said, it could have been a lot more. They kind of whipped through the good part at the end. Win-win-win type thing. So that's and focused on Miami whooping struggle. Us and A&M and those things.
Where they're coming back from.
Yes. So
I told you I was at a golf. Trip. I was on a golf trip actually one time, and I played. The guy in our foursome was like a good, close, long, lifelong family and Billy friend.
Mm-hmm.
And this was going into last year, and he was still pleading with me to stay the course a little bit. And then they started.
Actually, I'm being told you might have said something about Napier. I don't remember what
either
it was.
Way,
yeah, it doesn't. It's just they're quick clips.
Whatever
we never
I said
see.
was, whatever I said was accurate.
didn't see us.
Yeah. No, well, they heard us. I guess it's interesting that we got plucked.
Yeah.
Netflix found us, the booming leader. What an honor, by the way, for the station in that Tom Coughlin J Fund news. Did you see that yesterday?
Yes.
That's incredible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find this. Let me pull this up.
Yeah, that's great news.
I mean, you know,
Murph's coming in later, so we'll ask him about. He was with TC yesterday. Murph took a picture yesterday with Coughlin, Gruden, Campo, and Logs. It was a great photo.
That's so Murph, isn't it? He's like a little kid.
But I want to find out if Gruden knows who he was. You know, if John Gruden knew who Daniel Murphy was.
Yeah, that's iffy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. So we'll find out. But yeah. It was a city award, right?
No, it was just, I can't. Oh, well, hold on. I'm trying to get it bigger. Sorry, I can't. Here we go. We won the Association of Fundraising Professionals Outstanding Small Business or Civic Organization Award.
Yes.
Honors outstanding commitment in bettering Northeast Florida community through financial support and or encouragement of others. Take on philanthropic leadership roles. Grateful to 1010XL
award.
For all they do for, this is their description. This is what the Tom Coughlin J Fund put out on Twitter.
Did it specifically, I hate to do this, but did it specifically mention the drill?
The yearly winners
who led the charge
year after year after year,
garnering X percent of the contributions?
It's yet another story they did not make about you. I apologize. Or at least
what's up?
I think that would have been well deserved.
Should they not have done that? It's just about the station?
I think
the entire station effort?
Man, I was thinking this. Mrs. P and I were mapping out the fall yesterday as good, healthy couples are prone to do. And,
And I've decided I'll be off this fall.
Yeah, I'm going to take it off. I told you I got to do that PT on the back. I'm envisioning myself, by the way, of pretty soon being that guy. E.T., you know the dude that's got the big plastic back brace that goes like from the bottom of his shoulder blades down to his back, and then he's got it all cinched up around the front with Velcro or some nonsense.
And he's waddling around.
Right, that's where I feel like I'm headed.
You know who does that?
Huh?
You know who does that?
Who's that?
Orr has a big one.
Well, that's what I mean. One of those things. I could see that. I remember Orr at my age, he'd be hobbling around with that back, trying to walk and run and play golf and all that good stuff. Dang it. But anyway, back to my point. So Miss P and I are spitting out the fall, the plans, and what's coming up, and all the good stuff that we look forward to. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that stuff. And I'm telling her about our new enterprise this year, where our dedication to our craft and our willingness to execute what we think is going to be a really good idea will have us working 12 Saturdays this year. She's like, wait, what? 12 Saturdays?
You hadn't told her that?
I had mentioned it, but we hadn't talked more specifically, had to talk about it. But it was more about the show. It wasn't about whatever. 12, what it is what it is. Well, guess what I'm doing those 12 Saturdays already?
What?
Watching the Gator game.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like it's ruined, we just won't be watching them from like a cruise ship, I guess, or wherever.
Right.
But I started, then I described it to her like this, and then I took a little pause. But E.T., you might not know this, but I don't know, since Dan and I met, let's just say there have been, 300 Gator football games, maybe 250.
All right.
I would say in approximately half of them, sometimes more than others, we will talk immediately after the game.
Okay.
Conversations you wouldn't want overheard by people.
Correct.
And now we're going to be put in the position.
Oh, no.
Where we're going to be doing this podcast. I still don't know the title. The title is unknown. Do you know the title?
I do.
What is the title? Oh, you don't want to say it? Is this like a game show right now? Is this a guess? Is this we're getting ready for Get Smart John? Uncertainty rules?
I think it's called Swamp Sessions.
Okay, I've seen that. I just want to make sure that's what it is.
But I'm not sure.
So here's the deal. Now that some terrible things have been uttered on these post-game phone calls, gang.
Oh, dear.
I just want you to know that if somebody had tapped our lines during some of these post-game, we may have been thrown into jail for terroristic threats.
That's not good.
So now, this great idea, we are going to do an Insta Swamp Session podcast immediately following the Gator games.
Bit risky.
We'll do some of them here in studio. We're going to do some of them out at location. And so, just having that conversation and really describing what it was, and I used that as an example, I thought, well, oh boy.
Yeah.
That might get interesting, especially the first 10 minutes of a swamp session It's going to get dicey sometimes.
Could get dicey. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully we'll have a great year.
And then on that stage, we've also had those phone calls where we're deliriously silly and
I'm telling
optimistic.
you.
So if you love Gator football or hate it, I think this is going to be a fun listen for a lot of people.
It might be. Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. Brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, PGA Tour, Florida Gators, soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. You can lock in at a 4.99% fixed interest rate on some select move-in ready homes right now. 15 different locations throughout Jacksonville.
15 of them things all around Jacksonville.
All around. Thank you, E. All you have to do is go to dreamfindershomes.com. They'll help you navigate your home purchase. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. Who will be the second leading receiver for the Jags this year? Second leading receiver. Hunter, De'Ami Brown, Brenton Strange, or Parker Washington?
Well, it's interesting.
I thought about putting Brian Thomas Jr. as one.
Yeah, I don't.
But I didn't.
I think it's going to give you the land. The lands. Are you saying the second of those four, or the second behind Thomas?
Behind Thomas.
Yeah, the Travis Hunter probably got 90%.
No,
that surprises me. He should get 90. Don't you think he should? I love when I tell the poll what they should say.
Yeah, I don't know. E, what do you think?
I think it's going to be Travis Hunter.
Who would you vote for?
Travis Hunter.
46%.
That's all?
De'Ami Brown, 37%.
Good grief, folks.
Brenton Strange, 10%. Parker Washington, 7%.
Yeah, no.
Not a chance.
Not a chance, man.
Oh, wow. These guys are bold.
Not a chance.
Travis Hunter will have more catches this year than De'Ami Brown has had the first 4 years of his career.
Easy.
Interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I would go 90% on that one. I don't. What are y'all missing here? The dude caught 15 touchdown passes and won the Heisman last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's been slippery and slick and hard to cover and catch. What is it y'all think he's going to do? Be the third receiver?
No.
Catch 47 for us this year? What number will the third receiver catch is the question here.
That's more of a good question.
What number?
Thanks, E. I don't see you putting in the poll questions.
No. I'm saying I like that question that Jeff just presented. That could potentially be a poll question for tomorrow.
I got an idea, E.
Oh, dear.
Here it comes. Now you get the poll question.
E.
Now you get to do the poll question.
Can you take out a piece of paper and a pencil?
Oh, my gosh.
Already got it.
I don't like this.
Can you put at the very top
I
of
don't
the,
like what's
of
been
the
going on
paper TTD, things to do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got
And put
stuff
dot,
going on.
dot?
Yeah.
Ellipses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, friend. Have you done that?
Done.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting today,
I think that's a colon, by the way, but
I will
this is. Can we go to break? Go to break. Just hit
do the poll question every day.
Will not.
Yeah, there we go.
Underline not.
Thank you, E.
I will.
Thank you, Dreamfinders.
We can circle back or not. What number do you think the number 3 receiver catches? I don't know what it has been historically.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does he get to 50?
Top of my mind, I want to say 50.
Yeah,
that's kind of
like 60-ish.
That's. I wonder what Marvin Jones got in 22.
The 1 year Trevor's good year.
Did Marvin get 50? That was the third guy.
Was Zay had like 80, right?
70-something, 80.
Yeah.
And Christian Kirk had 80, 80-something. And then Marvin, what do you have? 50.
Marvin.
But Marvin made plays for sure. They're going to need De'Ami Brown to make plays. That's for sure.
Friend of mine.
Let's come back with more next. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Did you know that the last 5 years, there are only 2 teams that have more than 55 regular season wins? In the last 5 years, only 2 teams have more than 55 regular season wins. You know who they are if you think about it. Kansas City obviously would come to mind, and the Buffalo Bills. Now, Kansas City, with those 5 great years of regular season football, has 4 AFC championships and 2 Super Bowls to show for it. Buffalo does not. They've got nothing. The Bills, I bring them up because they started off on Hard Knocks last night, but I was thinking about that for Buffalo. Man, it's the best of times. It's the worst of times. You know, you want desperately to have something to show for it. You want to get to a Super Bowl, but in Buffalo's case, getting isn't enough. Not when you lost 4 in a row. They got to get there, and they got to win.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL's running game takes a giant step forward.
Well, Fred Taylor is the whole package.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on The Drill. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
As a contractor, finding reliable subcontractors is key to project success. Prosser here. Guys, that's where Lloyd's Heating and Air shines. Not just your mechanical HVAC experts, but your partner, understanding every facet of construction to keep your project on track. Lloyd's will spot issues early before they cause delays. If you're a contractor with a need for reliability, visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, you can hear from my friends, the Cleaning Freaks at Zero Res, man. Back to school time, right? All the kiddies back to school, end of summer. Got to get that house Zero Resified and looking good, cleaned up after a summer of busy time of indoor, outdoor, constantly walking around those rugs, those floors. And man, Zero Res can handle anything that you throw at them. Right now, you can get your entire home Zero Resified from Jacksonville's Ultimate Carpet Cleaner. You get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at $135. Plus, they're throwing in a free hallway and take $100 off the air duct cleaning. Wow. All you got to do is schedule your appointment. All you need to do that is go to ZeroResJacksonville.com, ZeroResJacksonville.com, or call 287-5727 and ask for the 1010XL special or the Hicken special. Just mention us. Zero Res. You spell it backwards, you spell it forwards. Zero Res. It spells the same.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If you're playing fantasy football, you might want a little help. Get 1010XL's Fantasy Football Draft Guide with in-depth player bios and the top 32 rankings at every position. Get the guide at 1010XL.com and on all of the 1010XL social channels.
After an accident, you may have an x-ray that looks normal, but you're still in pain. That's because soft tissue injuries like sprains and tears don't show up on x-rays. And if an insurance company doesn't see it, they may not believe you're hurt.
When they don't take your pain seriously, we fight back. We know doctors who are experts in diagnosing soft tissue injuries. They can help us prove that your pain is real, and we'll seek to get you paid for all of your future medical expenses.
Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
The 2025 NFL season is just around the corner, and we can't wait for you to be back at the bank. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are starting off the preseason going head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers Saturday, August 9th. Be at the bank as the Jags take the field for the first time this season, and grab your tickets for a 7 p.m. kickoff by going to Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you soon, Jags fans.
At Cannons of Jacksonville, they know that when you're towing anything, you gotta have products you can rely on. With over 50 years of fabrication expertise, the family at Cannons can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Whether it's a heavy-duty hitch, trailer frame, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons will provide you with unmatched precision and durability. For all your towing needs, visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple of years ago. Went smooth as silk. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. Was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. 1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
All right, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. And at the end of the drill, you tell me there is a razzle-dazzle to hand out. And if it's the dirty knobs again, I am going to get excited.
I mean, I just don't know how to process that.
Well, buddy, you better get excited because it's the dirty knobs. I got a pair of tickets at Mike Campbell and the dirty knobs.
Let's go.
At the Florida Theater. That's going down August 14th.
August 14th.
One lucky winner can win a pair of tickets at the end of the 10-minute drill.
I need to clear up one thing real quick. This is, again, between me and my good friend, Emmanuel Thalloran.
UET.
E.T. I feel like...
Backseat Vazzers.
Yes. We ride together.
Die together.
I feel like one of my hick and leans may have had a bad effect, and I need to cleanse my guilt.
Your conscience before it gets seared.
What, bro? What?
So I want to go to you right now, and I want to tell you, E, that...
Man, this back and forth, you guys are like a damaged,
I don't know what's going on right now.
I
We go from slap him around to kiss him.
I was just in there with E,
Uh-huh.
and I noticed how Natalie attired he is. He always is. And today he's gone with a wonderful combination of Nirvana T-shirt that matches his shorts. But don't ever think that E stops there. You can go all the way down to the footwear, and you'll notice that the color coordination is second to none.
Okay. That's
But as I looked at him,
that's most normal people's goals when they start the day and get dressed.
not really mine.
Okay.
But as I looked at him, I noticed that outfit screams for his man purse.
No.
And he does not have his...
pockets, though, bro.
What do you call it?
Crossbody sling.
He does not have his crossbody sling, and I think that I have shamed him into leaving it at home. He never has it anymore. That LV color is perfect for that outfit.
It's a black sling.
It's
bro.
perfect.
It's a black. He said.
It matches perfectly.
E.T., I want you now. Okay, hold on.
I'm concerned about this. So if my constant hick and lean on your man purse, or as you refer to it, the crossbody sling, has affected, I apologize.
I'm a neutral observer.
You be you.
Jeff?
I'm neutral, objective.
Yeah.
I've seen both sides of this dynamic.
Right.
So I'm going to ask this question, and it has to be full honesty.
Straight up.
Put your truth hat on.
I'm giving you the
Put it
poison
on, E.
pill, and you have you're like Jim Carrey and Liar Liar.
Yeah.
You cannot speak an untruth.
Bet.
Okay.
Have you in any way refrained from having the CBS around, knowing that OMW here is going to give you a hard time, even in the slightest? Have you one day gone to grab it?
It's a fair question.
And said it's just not worth it?
Oh, let me think about it. No.
Okay, well, there you go. All right. Then you're off the. That would have been my guess.
I should know the outfits that I wear. That, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well,
it goes with some fits.
I think you should be happy that I was concerned about it.
Oh, man.
Is a token of friendship.
Well, and I'm glad that you're thinking that way. It's very out of character.
Yeah.
I got some cleaning up to do, though, boys.
What's happening?
You got?
In the last segment, we were talking about the third leading receiver in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I did some research. I did some digging up.
Okay.
Jeff, you were right. Christian Kirk, he led the team with 84 receptions.
Yeah.
Second was Zay Jones with 82.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third, how we forget so quickly.
Ingram.
Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I was thinking more receivers, but okay, Ingram.
And then there's Evan Ingram had 73, and there was a huge drop. The fourth leader was a receiver, Marvin Jones with 46.
Yeah, see, I was thinking more.
What did Evan have? How many did Evan have?
73.
70-something.
Wow.
But to Hickens' point, he did include a tight end on his list. So the third. You're right. We didn't think Evan Ingram there. So bottom line, and what became a high volume passing offense the second half of the year in particular, you had one in the 80s, two in the 70s, and another with near 50. But that 50 is about spot on. You said he had 46?
Yeah.
Do we think Brenton Strange will get, what'd you say? Ingram had 72. Does Brenton Strange have 72 catches this year? In a good offense, he should. Maybe not a ton of yards.
In that same offense that Doug Peterson, because Evan Ingram, it's not like he was going down the seam or doing anything.
Well, let's think of Cade.
I'd rather Brenton Strange give me 50 impact.
What did Cade Otton do last year? Cade Otton is a, I mean, I think you can be Cade Otton.
Oh, yeah.
I think Cade Otton probably had 70 catches. Okay. Although he may have been hurt last year. I bet you in his prime year, what a Cade Otton career year, please, for the Bucks.
Love me, Cade Otton.
You do?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, Cade Otton's won you a lot of cash through the years.
A lot of money.
Not, and by a lot, I mean none at all.
Not a penny.
We don't want to go yards.
59 last year for 600 yards.
How many games, though? I bet he didn't play the whole year.
14 games
Yeah,
played.
see, that's only 14. So that's going to catch 70. That's probably, I mean, I think the only thing we can do is look at the numbers that were in Liam Cohen's offense last year at certain positions to at least give us some sort of trend as to what he's trying to get accomplished. How much is he using these different pieces?
Well, my inspirational speech to the Mets didn't work. So I noticed that. So I appreciate them as they continue to bang out 4 hits a game against the mighty Cleveland Guardians. So, God, I hate them right now.
We're considering
there is only one there, and we'll talk to Murph about this, but there is only one skipper right now who is more hated than our guy Mendy. I don't think Mendy's hated, but I mean he's just every night. I mean, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's a lot of things he does make no. Let me put it this way: every button the Mets push right now is a disaster button. The only guy who's doing worse than that, Aaron Boone.
What can he say, man?
Aaron Boone, for some strange reason,
thing every day,
trotted out. Devin Williams has been a disaster for the Yankees.
Yesterday was the worst of them all.
A disaster. And he blew the save in the 9th 2 nights ago.
Yeah, brought out in the 8th yesterday, didn't he?
Yesterday, in a 0-0 game, high leverage situation, you can't use Devin Williams yesterday. You have to put him away. You just can't.
Let somebody else be the
Let somebody else do it.
They have to be.
You got Leiter, you got Bednar, who you traded for, both fresh and ready to go. And you choose to use Devin Williams, and then you wait as he puts 1, 2, 3 guys on, and then a hit that gives the Rangers the 2-0 victory.
He gave up. He's now given up as many earned runs with the Yankees this year that he gave up in like 7 years in Milwaukee.
I mean, just
unreal
an
stat.
epic fail. Now, look, it happens. He might come back next year and be strong. But right now, it is slipping away for the Yankees quickly.
Only half game up with the Rangers for the final wild card.
Yeah, they're in third in the East. I mean,
Yeah, they are third in the East. You're right.
So Boone is, every button this guy touches is just, it's a disaster. And they got to get Aaron Judge back soon.
Well, he came back yesterday.
Oh, he did?
DH, though.
Did you see?
Or at least, he returned yesterday.
And I mean, my guy, Giancarlo, who can still hit but cannot run.
Yeah,
Did you see his double play?
Yeah, he's like a mule.
Oh, my God.
It's like they let a donkey out.
I'm going to say this. I think he might be the slowest runner I've ever seen in professional sports history.
Slower than Brady's 40?
Yes. I take Tom Brady right now running to first over
and
Giancarlo
it's hard to believe
Stanton.
because he's a big athletic-looking dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he would be as slow as he is.
Lumbering.
Yeah, you would think he would be faster than, say, Peter Alonso.
All right, let's do this. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Get you a pair of tickets to Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs at the Florida Theater.
Knobs.
Going down August 14th. Call me right now at 904-641-1010. Holla at your boy.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
The best game day parking in all of Duvall is at Tailgaters Parking. Are you ready for some football? Tailgaters is just steps away on the east side of the stadium. Visit tailgatersparking.com and secure your season parking pass today.
Ticket here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks the vehicle's less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
It's hurricane season. Protect your home with 904 Gutters with a Z. That's right. Z as in zone defense for your home. Water damage hits hard. 904 Gutters with a Z hits back harder. Search 904 Gutters with a Z and make the right call.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
In a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville. Beard's Diamonds is your example. Hicken here, you know, all those other jewelers in the town center, they're owned by big Wall Street companies. Beard's Diamonds, local. Man, the Lupos have been serving our area for more than 40 years, and Beards run circles around the big chains. They got a massive diamond inventory, all shapes and sizes, all the top bridal brands. Beards has the strongest warranties, and if you ever did have an issue, you can deal directly with the owner, not layers of middle managers. Beards wins on price every day. Most importantly, they don't have extra markups to please Wall Street or pay commission salespeople. In fact, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. Don't buy anywhere until you get a second opinion at Beards. I'm sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money, and it'll be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Get Smart John is polished up by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
All right, you know him, you love him, you smell him from a mile away. He's Get Smart John, here to test our knowledge of all things trivial after putting on another terrific Trivia Nation performance last night.
Oh, it was top notch. I heard. I had people texting me.
Hello, Johnny.
Johnny!
Good morning, Guggen.
Good morning, Guggen.
By the way, you had a lot of support in the community saying, I know the boys will bounce back this
Thank you.
week.
Yeah, we have gone to trivia camp 4 times this week.
We had a
put in the
bad
extra
week
work.
last week.
So, we're hopeful.
Bad week.
And just to let you know that I had several, primarily Guggenella said, that you guys are long overdue for a perfect game. So you have a lot of support.
The Guggenellas love us. We love the Guggenellas, and we'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Yes. First and foremost, I do have a very special shout-out,
Of course you do, yes.
I do. Very good friend, Frankie Mitchum.
Frankie Mitch!
Has just retired from here at Baptist Beaches
Shout
after
out, Frankie.
24 years, respiratory therapist, and getting ready to enjoy that nice life. He also works out at the gym, and so just want to say best of luck, and very proud of you, my man.
Nice. We're getting to that age where a lot of our buddies are fortunate enough to be making those decisions.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is to you, Dan, which also inspired the audio clue today.
Oh.
So congratulations on 40 years.
Thank you.
In the business. And you'll remember this very well. I met you for the first time 35 years ago as you were covering, and I believe it was Christmas Day. It was a lost bet where one Joey Nazarella had to run across the Main Street Bridge in his underwear.
Poor Joey. Still to
And
this
that
day,
was-
haunts him.
35 years ago. Do you remember that?
Like it was yesterday. He's a great man.
Yeah.
He texts me all.
Played softball with him too.
Yeah, he every time it comes up, he'll He texts me, why must I live through this? I went and did a whole story because they picked a perfect day. There was nothing going on. You know, I'm a schlep. I'm working. So I take a camera guy, go out there and get him.
You didn't know him. You were discovering the news story.
Yeah, one of his boys
was it a
called us.
Florida State bet?
Florida State bet. Great. Had to run over the Main Street Bridge in his underwear. Yeah.
Yeah, both of whom were Bishop Kenny boys, too.
Yeah, his sweet mom was just so angry with him.
And you know what I remember most about it, which really kind of made it worse for him, was it was a little bit nippy. It's like a big that. So anyway, just wanted to relive that memory, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
Sure. Yes, infamous, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes, there is a question.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Wrestlers. What is professional wrestler John Cena's famous catchphrase?
You can't see me.
Yeah.
I would not have got that. I would not have gotten that. I like wrestling and I like John Cena. I know the move. I could have gotten that part of it. But I didn't know there was a saying that went along with it. Oops.
Yeah.
Thank you, E.
Good job, E.
You know what, Jeff? I wouldn't have gotten it either.
Yeah. That, by the way, that wrestling's in the news today as part of ESPN's total takeover of the entire world. So, whatever view you want to take, it'll be through ESPN's lens. That's how they bought all the NFL properties. They'll have Red Zone and fantasy and all that stuff. And they've also now joined with WWE to stream WrestleMania. So, everything will have that ESPN bend to it.
Can you say Monopoly?
There used to be such a thing.
You know? Gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
History.
In 1960, what communist leader gave a speech at the United Nations in which he called presidential candidate John F. Kennedy an illiterate and ignorant millionaire?
Wouldn't that be, was it Brezhnev?
That's who I was thinking. That's the first one that came to my mind.
But hang on. Just make sure, because there's also...
This is 60s Russia communism.
Oh,
we're past... I mean, who's between... who else is there?
Well, we had the Cuban Missile Crisis, so
that's
there's Castro.
Brezhnev.
Well, Castro was a communist leader. You said communist leader,
I didn't
right?
think of that.
Okay, let me read again. Listen, we talk about context clue. Okay. In 1960, what communist leader gave a speech at the United Nations in which he called presidential candidate John F. Kennedy an illiterate and ignorant millionaire?
It's the Russia guy.
Yeah.
But
it's Brezhnev, isn't it?
Well, who was the other one?
Well, I don't know.
When was Khrushchev?
Oh, yeah, there's Khrushchev. Is that
I don't know.
after
I'm not sure.
Brezhnev?
No.
Doesn't it go Stalin?
Brezhnev was later, right?
He was. So
it could be Khrushchev.
Yeah, it could. I don't know the order there. I'm not.
I think Brezhnev was more
recent in
later.
our life.
Yeah.
All right, Khrushchev.
Fidel Castro.
It was Castro.
But you're right. Khrushchev was the leader of Russia at that point. And by the way, Brezhnev succeeded Khrushchev.
Okay, so we were right on that.
You were. Yes.
We talked it out pretty well.
Who's after Brezhnev? Are we? That's not Gore. It's not
Brezhnev is when they died. Like there was like a leader for.
Isn't Brezhnev like
Medvedev
around Reagan time? To me, that kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's
Brezhnev
Gorbachev.
died
That's
under
Gorbachev.
But they had a couple like
they changed
and Drop-Off. They died. They were only in there for like a year or two before Gorbachev came in.
Okay.
A lot of Chevs in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's too bad.
That is too bad. We were all
geography.
I think we
don't
showed
know
a lot
much
of
about geography.
I think we showed a lot of knowledge in a miss.
You
It may
did.
have been our most
That was not just a regular miss. I completely
All right, blue
agree.
question. This is a real litmus test. A blue question.
All right.
Okay, within one, how many U.S. state capital cities names begin with the letter S?
S?
S like Sam.
Springfield a capital?
Yeah.
Okay, so we know there's
that's one.
Sacramento a capital?
Two.
Okay.
Let's see.
Tallahassee a capital?
Yeah, no. We start with that silliness. We're never going to get through anything. I'm trying. Up to Northeast, you got Annapolis.
We can't go through all 50.
No, I know. I'm just trying to. I mean,
two
St.
came to
Louis
mind.
is not a capital.
No.
That's what I'm saying. We got, and you got to get it within one. Should we give ourselves put it at 3?
You know what? Because of time constraints, I'll within 2.
Oh, within 2?
I'll give you within 2. Yes.
Okay, we'll go 4.
So
4.
Okay, so
Our answer is 4.
Yes. The correct answer is 6. You have Salem, Oregon, Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
Springfield, which you said, Sacramento, you said, Santa Fe, and St. Paul.
Yeah.
We
just had to play the odds on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it and add. Add 2 in our case.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sports. How many players are on the field during play for a standard men's lacrosse team? One team, not both teams.
All right, that's a lot like.
And I've never seen a lacrosse game in my life.
Let's figure it out. We got
a goalie.
You got up front guys and back guys. It's going to be like
6 or 7, I would think.
I think it might be
because they have like center mid guys.
Yeah, I think it's more than that.
I think it's like 9.
Yeah,
it's
8,
like 9-ish, maybe 10.
Because isn't soccer?
Soccer's
because they got
11.
guys who play. The back guys stay in the back.
They don't do that in lacrosse, do they?
No, they attack
They go
to
up
a
and
point,
down.
but they don't go.
They got like wings and stuff.
And I don't think there's
Okay,
8
I've seen. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me think of this.
Yes.
I've seen lacrosse. I've watched the Final Four.
Yeah, not me. All
And
right,
I've
got it.
watched some stuff. Okay,
Really
one.
think about it.
All right,
More than 6.
I think it's 2, and then it's 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go. How many do we have to hit it on the head?
And you got the net keeper,
Yes.
the goalie.
This is sports after all.
That's fair. Okay, I'm not gonna say.
It's one. It's.
I'm gonna say 10. Just 9, 10. Not. It's right around there.
I'm gonna go. Like again, I haven't watched. Lacrosse.
It's probably wrong, but I'm gonna go 10.
Yes.
Good one.
Frank the Tank.
Love it.
You know it.
You
know it.
How long is the lacrosse field?
Yes.
Do you know how long is the lacrosse
Now
field?
you're-
It's only
Wait
like
till-
50, 60 yards.
No,
maybe?
no.
It's longer than that.
The ones I watch,
Okay.
they
the
play
ones
them on
you watch?
football fields.
Okay, I just don't know
Yeah.
full fields. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I see him run behind the goals and stuff.
That's for you, Ray Carnacelli, wherever you are. Shout out.
Right now, I gotta damn look. Yeah, the text is gonna come in. I got a guy, it's a big lacrosse guy. The other half of that lacrosse show here.
Oh. Exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Within 2 years, either way, what year did Lewis and Clark depart St. Louis to begin their expedition to the west?
Oh boy, Lewis and Clark.
Yeah,
that's way in. Is that like
it's
1800s?
It's like I think it'd be like 1880. I mean,
Is that what you think?
Well, we got to get through this. Let's get through the Civil War and settle things down. And I'm not big in the frontier. That 1875 to 1925 is like this. It's like a 5-year period for me. So I mean, I'm not. He said we got to get it on the nose.
No, 2 gives.
Yeah, we're not getting. I mean, 2. You need to get it within 10. Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'll give you 10.
No, well, that tells you how far off we
So
are.
it's earlier 1800s.
Yeah, so the whole thing's not even any fun anymore.
1820.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to go 18.
See how my dog just broke it down?
Yeah. 1835.
All right, wait. Let me give you just a little hint. Okay.
1842. That's where we're going. No more. Oh, wait. No, we had 1842 we're going with.
Okay.
1804.
Wow.
It's not long after the Louisiana Purchase.
Do what now?
It was not long after the Louisiana Purchase.
Well, in other news, we would have also missed the question, when was the Louisiana Purchase? We have to take a TV timeout right here in the middle of the program. We'll be back in 2 or 3 quick minutes. John, you stay on the line.
This is the drill.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
It's a new season.
I like where this team's headed.
A new era.
The fan base has been great.
A new hope.
We're all here to win.
Yes! This is where the dream begins. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Saturday at 7 on 1010XL.
If a storm impacts our area, JEA is ready to respond. Our team of over 2,000 employees is prepared to move in when the storm moves on. Once restoration efforts begin, we won't stop until everyone is back online. And we'll keep you informed with real-time updates at JEA.com and the MyJEA app. We're ready for storm season and want you to be too. Visit JEA.com/storm to learn what you can do now to prepare.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Take a radio boat ride with Captain Cabin on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
This is Mike Lynch, PGA Golf Professional. Take it from me. If you're dealing with an orthopedic issue, talk to the doctors at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where you're treated like a pro.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where athletes are treated like pros. Thanks to all of you who have allowed us to be part of your recovery. Call us at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists if you ever have a need.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Your yard starting to look a little like a jungle? Well, it might be time for a little TLC. Or how about RTC, Russell Tree Care? At Russell Tree Care, they give your trees the perfect haircut. Whether it's trimming or removing, they'll make sure your yard looks its best, all while keeping safety as a top priority. Call Russell Tree Care today and let them take care of your trees. Russell Tree Care, 844-4Mr. Wood. That's 844-467-9663. Or visit RussellTreeCareLLC.com today. Your trees will thank you.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
When your plumbing backs up, your septic's acting shady, or your AC quits on a 95-degree day, who are you going to call? Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Don't take just our word for it. Here's what real customers are saying about their experience with our company.
Megan in the office was so helpful and polite. Scheduling was easy, and the tech showed up right on time.
From plumbing and septic to air conditioning, we do it all. Call 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we pick it up. We got the audio clue and a couple more questions with Get Smart John. We got to complete this thing.
The new
John
normal.
is back. Yeah, get used to it.
Gives John a chance to regroup, us a chance to regroup. We're ready to go. I was abusing in the break. I was thinking, what a dumb answer the Lewis and Clark was. I mean, 1880, we already got 40-something states.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
You know, it's got to be pre-statehood for a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb. What a dumb answer. That was bad.
Right.
But we've not been terrible other than that. Let's go.
Right. By the way, last night, so one of the Googans, before the show was over, said, here, ask the boys this. It's a bonus question, okay?
Okay.
And I had no idea.
Okay.
But the question is, what was Ozzy Osbourne's real name?
I saw that recently when he passed, but I'm not a music guy at all. And not an Ozzy. Who did Ozzy sing for? Black Sabbath? Is that who he fronted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. John Michael Osbourne.
Yeah. No idea.
No, and I didn't either. Yeah. So, but they said to go ahead and ask.
I'm
that.
terrible on
Wizard.
those. I'm terrible on those. What's this guy's real name? Other than like maybe Mark Twain. I'm terrible at that game.
Okay.
Sam Clement, in case you're wondering.
All right. Well, John Wayne was Marion Morrison.
Yeah, I've heard that before, but I would not be able to answer it. It'd be, oh yeah, I knew that. That's how I would take. We got to get. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's do the audio clue before you play it. So as I said, it was kind of an homage a little bit to you because of the intro for you, Dan.
Okay.
But this guy, the singer, was known for these kind of parody songs.
Right.
So
ready.
Thank you, E.
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been
What
some
you need to know?
disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did.
I was standing over by the tomatoes, and here he comes.
Look
Running
out,
through
Ethel.
the pole beans, to the fruits and vegetables, naked as a jaybird. And I hollered over to Ethel. I said, "Don't look, Ethel."
Is this look at that, look at that, look at that?
Yeah, this is the streak. This is Ray Stevens. This is
Look at that, look at that.
Look at that, look at that.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
This is what entertained us in the 70s. E.T., this song, amazingly,
Yes,
it may have hit number one. I'm not
it may
kidding.
have.
It may have hit number one in the 70s. That's where the state of entertainment was when we were growing up.
Look at
So
that.
whenever you accuse us of being OMW boomers, this is what we had to. This was the teat that we sucked off of.
Oh boy.
Throw a little Anne Murray, we're good to go.
Very good. See, I thought you would get the song. I just didn't know about the artist, but you got it right away. You were
that was
mouthing the words. Very good.
That hit me. That would have to be. I got to be like. That hit me right at the impressionable age. I really maybe one of the first songs I really took note of on the radio.
Yeah, didn't he also do the Blind Purple People Leader too?
He had
Was
a
that
couple
him?
of those
Yeah,
types.
yeah.
Year for that song? What are we talking? 76, 7, 5?
I think it was earlier than that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
maybe,
sure the year.
yeah, probably 4. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I think early 70s for sure. Good job, though. Okay. Another sports, I like this one, too. And there's going to be a extra bonus involved in it, too.
Okay.
Who was the first head football coach to win both a Rose Bowl in 1976 and a Super Bowl in 2000?
Dick Vermeil.
Yeah.
Right. And may I have the respective teams, please?
UCLA and
the Rams.
The Rams, not the Eagles. He went to the Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Correct.
Yes.
1974 on the street.
Oh, you were good. Okay. Very good.
Dick Vermeil's a really nice man.
Yes, he is. And I feel bad all those years. I have become this. I have become a crier, man, and I'm unapologetic. I don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You have?
Yes, I have, bro.
Really?
I have.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell's going on with me, man.
Because you're a grandpa now.
No, I don't know what it
Probably.
is. I had to go to a very sad funeral that hit home. Close family, friends lost. I mean, it's brutal. It's all brutal to me. Anyway.
Well, next time I'll give you a kiss on the forehead.
No.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, that still hasn't happened.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I blame the Ice Princess. That's where it all started. Some 20 years ago.
Yes. Okay. Quotes. Winston Churchill said that what country is a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma?
Is it the U.S.? Okay. Say it again.
It's Churchill describing it. I would think it would be
Winston
one of the
Churchill said that what country is a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma?
I mean, I wouldn't think it would be an ally.
Or was it one that he's against?
Well, that's what I would. That's where my thought immediately went, but I hadn't.
So would it be
I would be. I mean, if I had
Soviet Union, maybe?
Because you just don't know much about them. But Soviet Union fought with, or at least against Germany. I don't know necessarily with.
I don't think he'd say that about Germany.
Japan? No, not Germany. I don't think it's Germany. No, I think it's somebody you're not aware of just what they can be. Is Japan at that in the 40s? Have they not?
They got involved. I mean,
I get that.
I don't know. You pick.
Yeah,
you know that stuff better than me.
I'm gonna go Soviet Union.
That is correct.
Yes.
And speaking of today is the 80th anniversary of the dropping of the atom bomb.
Hiroshima, yeah.
Wow.
That's right. That's
80
right.
years, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
By the way, when did they change the pronunciation from Hiroshima to Hiroshima?
Good
you know
question.
that changed.
When I learned that word, it was both ways. It was being.
It's actually about the same time Tony Dorsett became Tony Dorsett.
And Martina Navratilova came Martina Navratilova.
All right, we got time for two more, my friend.
Okay, movies. Who played Spider-Man's arch nemesis, Green Goblin, in the first Spider-Man movie, 2002?
Oh boy.
Is that not
Is that not
Spacey? Is that not William Dafoe?
Yes.
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 Very good. Okay, and you got time for another, you say?
Last one. Last one.
Okay. Diseases.
Ooh.
As suggested by its colorful name, what bacterial disease can be identified by a colorful symptom called strawberry tongue?
Scarlet fever.
There you go.
Yes.
Well done.
All right, guys.
Yes,
You did well. You did. All right.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. We'll
Have
see
a
you
great
next
day.
week. As always, that's Get Smart John getting us through a hump day. We roll on a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday. Next, coming at you live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. After the workday, Rick Ballou goes to work.
Could you see him really working it there? That was something special.
With more Jags and the stories that are buzzing. Go into the night with Rick Ballou. Then it's Hacker After Dark. Evenings on 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. You want to know one big reason why I've survived 40 years on local TV? It ain't my good looks, gang. It's my good-looking suits, shirts, and ties, and that's thanks to Oceanside Cleaners. Oceanside Cleaners is the very best. The Major League, the creme de la creme in cleaning. What do you mean, Hick? Listen to how they dominate the industry. They make it so easy with free pickup and delivery at your home or business. You know what? Sometimes you may want to drop it off on the south side or in Ponte Vedra. And guess what? They still deliver them back to your home. They'll send you text reminders. Man, talk about saving time. You could also use their service kiosk 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in Ponte Vedra and on Southside Boulevard. Man, Michael P. Harris and his family have been doing this for 35 years. And gang, that means something. Get to know Oceanside Cleaners. A lot of you already do. But Oceanside Cleaners means stability. It means success. They know how to clean. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it. Dry cleaning and laundry, bedding, and don't get me started on their award-winning bridal gown preservation. Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations to serve you off Southside Boulevard and in Ponte Vedra. Oceanside Cleaners, we just don't clean. We care.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Listen to whatever you like, whenever you want.
I like this.
1010XL on demand. Ad-free shows after the live shows end. Shadowed by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
I'm Frank Franzi. I told you my daughter Amber has tried Awaken 180. Man, has it worked. You ready for this? After 3 weeks and change, she's lost 22.5 pounds. You should give it a try. 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The Coke Zero Sugar 400 returns as the NASCAR Cup Series regular season finale. Answer this question for a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the Coke Zero Sugar 400 August 23rd. Who has the most victories in the Coke Zero Sugar 400? Text the driver's last name only to 641-1010. Who has the most victories in the Coke Zero Sugar 400? Text the driver's last name only to 641-1010 for your chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to the Coke Zero Sugar 400.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family's secret, Dandy is never frozen. Always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses. No dry, crumbly subs here. Only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little guy with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand and a quality sandwich. So do what I do. Stop in at a Circle K and make yours a Dandy today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jag linebacker Foye Aluakin says the new look defense is clicking.
Eyes back to the ball. Jordan's been making plays all camp. Eric's been very steady back there. And when we rush forward, we got to get to the quarterback.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp cracked open a 6-run fourth inning to sink the Sounds in Nashville. Game 2 tonight, first pitch at 7:35. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
8 o'clock and it's 77 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duvall Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Liam Cohen said it's the next step in the progression, and it happened during practice yesterday, and it's still great to see and kind of interesting and kind of unique, so unique, in fact. And that's Travis Hunter going from offense to defense during a same drill, just flipping from one side to the other. That's part of it as he continues to go. This kid, though, if you think about it, the kind of endurance that this young man has is really incredible. What he's trying to do is phenomenal. It hasn't been done in decades in the National Football League. And yet here's our guy, the member of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Hunter, is going to play wide receiver and cornerback in the National Football League. I can't wait to see it unfold. It's unfolding before our eyes. It's historical and something to keep an eye on. And that's your Duvall Minutes, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, man, they're always on the lookout for Travis Hunters. And if you're out there, experienced lift truck and dock door technicians, man, you want to go to Lift Power. The benefits are unbelievable. 401k, company vehicle pay, training, sign-on bonus. What an offer. Go see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Family-owned and operated for more than 50 years. They've been serving our Jacksonville area and then some. They want you to be part of the family. The opportunity is there. Go more by visiting liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
All right, we're going to be talking a little camp. Defense had their day yesterday by all accounts. But first, today's Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. So I'm looking at the Miami schedule a little more in depth, and this stands out to me. Two things stand out to me about the Miami. Do you know much about the Miami schedule?
Miami Dolphins?
Miami Hurricanes.
I know they played Notre Dame in Florida early.
Well, did you also, I knew that there's...
I know they don't leave the state till like November.
They don't leave the state till November. That's a Shazam for sure. The path could not be more paved for Cristobal and Miami to break through. And again, there reaches a point with some teams and programs where you ask, if not now, when. We're doing it with James Franklin at Penn State to a lesser degree without the ultimate decider being a national title. Like it feels national title or bust for Penn State, right? I don't think that's the mentality. But if not now, when. You don't leave the state of Florida until November 1st, where you go to SMU. Now, the Canes got a tough opener with Notre Dame at home. And I also noted this little nuance. I wonder if this has happened in program history. Miami plays Florida and Florida State back-to-back. Now, they have an off week in between, but they host the Gators September 20th, and they're at the Knolls October 4th. I wonder if Miami in their history has played Florida and Florida State back-to-back. I wonder if any of them have played each other back-to-back. I kind of FSU has played Florida back-to-back, I bet. I bet they played Miami one of those late November games and then finished with the Gators. That might be right. But anywho, odd quirk in the scheduling there. The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores. So for the first time, it seemed like demonstrable that the defense was winning the battles yesterday. They won third down when they break that up 6-2. They had interceptions in the team period. If you were totaling up potential sacks, it was multiples for Josh Hines Allen and Trayvon Walker. Dwan Smoot feels like he's kind of quietly having a good camp, back in Jacksonville for a redo. The other side of that is if your defense is performing, your offense may be struggling. You do get the feeling that, I don't know how much, but the starters are going to be in the game on Saturday.
Well, he was non-committal about it.
Trevor says he expects to play. I don't
Yeah.
think he would say that if he didn't know. I think he'd say, I don't know.
Yeah.
And if he weren't playing, I think he'd say, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think now to your point, that can change
Mm-hmm.
between now and then. In fact, often
It was a little odd. Like Cohen talked about he's going to talk to Tomlin. Like, who cares what Tomlin does?
Well, maybe that's going to be the new normal in the NFL, Dan. Maybe you treat these preseason games like they treat the dual workouts. And if we're going to get together on the field and play, let's try and match up some competition to get for evaluation.
Yeah.
Because I had the same reaction as you. My first reaction, because it's so contrary to competition, getting together with the other head coach before this is be the last straw on the quote competitive value, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's competitive within your team, but if you're talking to the other coach and devising how best, so I would, if you want to organize it with the other coach to get the best, most evaluative tools, then maybe that'll be the new normal of preseason. Maybe they'll all be like these dual workouts.
Another step in the evolution of the preseason being minimized, which it should be.
Yeah.
It's long overdue.
For sure. Especially with the year-round training.
Utterly ridiculous that we have to sit through another 3 football games in which they care so little they don't even play their guys. And I think the one thing that I will say about it, because they have so few padded practices and they don't play in the preseason, is it does make it tough to evaluate. And I think there'll be more misses on guys that you may have a guy who maybe had potential, but, well, he's not playing in front of this guy and this guy, so we have to cut him, I think a lot of things for like an undrafted free agent, very few make the best you can really hope for in all likelihood, unless you're on a bad football team. And the Jaguars didn't have a great roster last year. Unless you're on a really bad football. If you're on a good football team, the best you can hope for is probably the practice squad.
You have 2 paths. Maybe you're happen to catch a perfect wave of special team need.
Also true.
If you can flash and do like that. If you can be a 6th receiver and play special teams.
I got to tell you.
They've carved a role.
I know. And I'll continue to
keep
fight
the better
against.
player.
I'll fight against that for forever.
Tony shoots that one down big time.
Yes.
Even before he was in his position, he would tell us that.
I just don't understand for the life of me. In other words, the other guy's in the NFL. If you want to be here, you have to play special teams. Okay,
sure.
So he'll play special. Well, he's better. Well, how did that translate?
Yeah.
How did those gunners do for us?
And listen,
and I know that
special teams is undervalued. It switches games, but if you're going to do that and if you're keeping, I will say this to your argument.
Yeah.
If you're keeping guys like that and your special team stinks, then it is a true waste of space.
Yeah.
But I bet you Bill Belichick and Tom Brady would tell you that Matthew Slater was very important to the Patriots overall.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy went to the Pro Bowl every year as the gunner. And, he was, quote, a receiver. He would catch a ball every 5 years.
I guess.
But their special teams, I will give you this. Overall, the offense and defense for sure are going to have their lapses. They put the losses on them. But the special teams so often, whether it's a missed kick, a flub punt, a kick return, I bet you the best special teams.
When you say special teams,
you
almost can't. You miss kick, flub, punt, that's different.
Right.
We're talking about the kicker and the punter are important.
We're talking coverage.
We have a great kicker and a great punter.
Well, then
I don't care about the gunner or the guy.
Well, they do.
Ross Matisek is the all-pro long snapper.
He gets down there faster than the gunner half the time.
But, so I just don't think those are that important. I'm sorry. I just don't.
We've had it before. The one, my least favorite training camp storyline, I can deal with. Gardeck is injured. He's on the PUP list. He had ACL surgery last year. And there's something. It annoys the stew out of me when NFL players that are important to teams that we support, with we being fans, with our season tickets, with our interest. I don't like not being forthright with your answers. And what is wrong with Eric Armstead?
Oh, yeah.
What is wrong with Mason Smith?
Yeah.
What is wrong with so-and-so?
Monteric Brown.
Yeah, why? We hope he'll be back.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He was non-committal to Eric Armstead playing in the opener.
I know. That's what happened.
So there's something wrong.
Right. Did he pull a muscle? Did he tear a ligament?
He lost his interest. Is he like Brendan Albert? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Something is amiss.
I don't like. Listen. If it's game week and you're playing the Texans, what we don't know won't hurt us if it gives you any advantage at all. But it's training camp. We're trying to drum up interest in a season and a team, and we want the news good and bad.
Well, there's some serious issues with the interior defensive line. If Eric Armstead is not playing and Mason Smith is not playing, they obviously brought in a guy. What was his name? Austin Johnson. Is that the dude's name? We got big issues
interior
up front
defensive line.
on the interior defensive line. Big issues. And there obviously is something deeper going on.
Let me ask you a question.
You don't say I hope he can play for the opener against Carolina if it's just a veteran sitting out, back's a little bulky type thing.
Right.
No. And I don't mean Trent.
Yeah, we're not to that point.
Mm-hmm. What's the question?
We don't have that luxury. You've often said in terms of sports teams, if somebody calls and they want to do a deal, just turn away because they win every deal. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You said that before?
Yeah. Who was that? I said it about?
Was it maybe Patriots maybe or the Ravens? I don't know.
They were fleecing guy after guy. I was stop doing it. Yeah.
Can you by proxy, can we also say this? If you're making a deal with the NFL, you're going to lose. They're smarter than you. They win every deal. I've never seen a business outside of Tesla or Bitcoin that has gone from sawdust to penthouse like the NFL. They don't make bad moves anymore. So if the NFL's making a business deal with you, ESPN, they just took you out back and whipped that A, man.
Oh, no.
And I say this based on the NFL just pulled the level of heist off on those rubes at ESPN that like Bonilla and these guys that get deferred money. Okay? So ESPN bought, by the way, if you're NFL,
right.
What do I want to be in this broadcasting business and hiring on? So they bought NFL.com, NFL Network.
Bought it all.
All the stuff from the NFL, the Red Zone, the Sunday Ticket. They bought it all. So that's a lot for the NFL to give up. It's also a lot of headache of management that they give up.
Yeah.
But do you know what ESPN bought it for? Did you see this?
No.
Or did this get by you?
I don't.
This is much smarter than taking $4 billion from ESPN.
What is it?
10% stake in ESPN. They gave up 10% of their revenues and profits to get these, basically to get Sunday Ticket and Red Zone.
By the way, it also indicates, that ESPN is, and most people have already thought this, but from a journalistic standpoint,
yeah, you're going to get
they
one
work for the league.
That's right.
So,
and they've already done us a great disservice as sports fans.
Yeah. So when the league calls,
ESPN is not what they were. I think there's room for an old school sports network that just gives it to you point blank, man. There's some opinion, but when it comes, it stands out. That's what used to be interesting about opinion, ET. Used to be you got 2 minutes of, say, Andy Rooney at the end of 60 Minutes. That's the only opinion you heard that week. Everything was presented as a story, and then you made the decision. You were the opinion maker. If you did an hour Sports Center and you only had one guy come on and yell his opinion for 2 minutes,
right,
rather than 7 guys over the course of an hour do the same thing. So I'm going to do the old school sports network. We're going to get highlights and interviews and
get rich.
Yeah.
OSN, Old School Sports Network.
Yeah. All right, this is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He talks, he listens, he tells stories only a coach could know.
So you can learn more about the science of quarterbacking.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer. Tuned up by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet. Friday mornings on 1010XL.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, No hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
Hey, Hicken here from our friends at ITP Partners, man. ITP Partners will take care of you financially, right? They take care of me in these interesting economic times where things happen that I don't understand. I can call the ITP Partners, Chris Bryan and Reagan Wright. I can call Jeff. I can call Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate, and I can get their experience, their expertise, and their knowledge. But even more importantly, they can put things in layman's terms for me. So even me, this idiot, can understand what in the world that they're doing and what they're talking about. They'll build a strategy where my goals become their priority. That's what I love most about them. But what I really love is when I look at my portfolio and it grows. That's what, listen, my views differ from my son Drew's or my daughter Danielle's. They have different strategies and different goals. It's a great time to get started. Get in the game. Chris at ITPpartners.com or call 312-9751. That's 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatros here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatros Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatros Plumbing, here to help.
The calls have been pouring in.
It's the strongest phone connection on the First Coast. The Checkmate Coatings phone line covers you with expert interviews from around the country and your opinions and comments from here at home. All day, every day on 1010XL.
Tired of wrestling with your shower curtain like it's a fight for the last slice of pizza? Ditch the drama and say hello to a smooth, stylish glass shower enclosure from Baker Glass. Wago Glass is clean, elegant, and makes your bathroom look huge and brighter. Give your shower a makeover and feel like you're in a spa without the price tag. I'm Mac at Baker Glass. Call me and get ready to love your new shower. Let's make your shower great again. Remember, Baker Glass, no one treats you better.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, when a customer goes to buy a diamond, how do they know what they are getting?
Frank, that's a good question, because what they know comes from the assurances given by the seller, and they can only judge based on the knowledge and reputation of the selling store. Now, over the last 25 years, I've seen some customers misled, and unfortunately, Underwoods was the bearer of bad news too many times. In the 1980s, we saw diamonds brought in with exaggerated grades and no laboratory grading reports. Then in the 90s, we saw some of the poorest cut diamonds ever, even though they had laboratory reports on weight, color, and clarity. Then the American Gem Society opened a laboratory and started grading diamonds for cut, and poorly cut diamonds got priced for what they were. Now we see diamonds from the internet and other places where diamonds are bought sight unseen with a lab report and a bogus appraisal. Unfortunately, not all those diamonds match the reports they're sold with, but how would a customer know? Probably today more than ever, the truest statement is, if you don't know diamonds, you better know a jeweler you can trust.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Okay.
I got an announcement.
Wow. Official proclamation or just announcement?
Let me play the piano.
He's playing the air piano, E. That's a new one. Are you too good? You've been, battling back and forth all morning.
Oh, great.
Okay, good.
He's dueling pianos over here.
Let's go, E.
I want to go to one. Have you ever been to one of those?
Oh, they're awesome.
So much fun.
That's a fun night out.
Piano bars are awesome.
Yeah, I want to do one of those.
Yeah, you'd like that. You'd like it. That's a good one.
In fact, we were on a cruise with some friends. And we found this one dude, and I mean, I just threw song after song after
And it was
song.
that's
you
talent.
sing along,
It's
man.
fun,
So
man.
much. It's
that's talent.
And there's two things there, and usually they'll have both over the course of a night. But there's the sing along karaoke piano bar, and then they'll bring out another guy and they'll battle back and forth.
yeah, it's good stuff.
that dueling piano.
Yeah, they'll play the beginning of the Gilligan's Island theme, and this guy will come back. With Flintstones.
Yeah.
So they go all over the place. In fact, there's a terrific one. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been to Fenway in 20 years, but there used to be I think it's called Jake Ivory's maybe, behind like the wall in Fenway or right around Fenway because we went there after the game that we went to.
I've got a new favorite WNBA player.
Oh, we have an announcement.
Yeah.
I think I know who it is.
It is.
Yeah.
And
Is he late to the party, E? Is that who it is?
I don't think I'm late. I don't think I'm
just
late.
don't speak
She's
on it
been
much.
around a while, and
Was she
I only
traded
know
to- was she
I only
traded
know
to the
her
team's
because of
most popular
CC,
player?
but
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
I think she cracks me up.
Okay, yeah, we got it. We both got it, E.
That would be Sophie Cunningham.
Yep.
Sure. Don't know much about Sophie, but last night Sophie got hit
Uh-huh.
with a projectile.
Yeah, Bilbo got her. We have a Bilbo epidemic right
It's
now.
the
in
third one,
WNBA.
but it's more what she did on social media.
Yeah.
Because like when the second one happened, she said, "Hey, knock that off. Somebody's going to get hit." So she gets hit, and she goes, "Well, this didn't age well."
They say her personality is really like that.
Yeah.
So she's one of the more likable
And she started,
players.
and she's the one she went on to whatever, is it a podcast or whatever, and said, "Y'all who don't think Caitlin Clark is the face of the league are bleeping nuts." And so
everyone thinks
I'm thumbs up with Sophie, man. Yeah. So anyway, that
she
was
is, in fairness, she is teammates of Caitlin Clark.
But
she's been her big defender, ET, right on online and whatnot.
physical
Yeah.
too. She'll go
I
push people.
I want to say they got her from maybe Dallas. In which case, when I saw Mavs trade away Luka and Sophie all in 1 year.
Anyway,
if that's where they got her, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know,
but you might be right.
I don't.
But
I don't
anyway,
want to be right. I don't want to display some.
Regardless, that's my WNBA talk. There was an incident last night. Third time it's happened. So now I get it. We got copycat crimes going on all across the association.
It's stupid. Now y'all look stupid. I mean, if you weren't already.
Yeah.
It's the whole process of it, going to purchasing it, stuffing it wherever you need to stuff it to get it in there. Like that, it's just too much, man. Cut it out.
Well, it's silly. It's not funny anymore. It's not.
Anyway,
maybe it was never funny, but it's not clever. She was in Phoenix before she came to Indiana.
Yeah.
Your new favorite WNBA player.
Netflix has a really good SEC from last year cooking. They did one of the parts. I think it's a 7-part series. They did one on the Gators. They did one on Vandy. Well, the one on Vandy was mixed in with somebody else, but the one on Vandy, Clark Leah and the upset over Alabama. Arkansas. It's Arkansas upset Tennessee, and it's just the pressures and the pressure cooker that you're in. And this Clark Leah guy's general manager, they've been like best friends since 7th grade. I think they both went to Vanderbilt. And he started out decent, Clark did, as a coach. Then they lost 10 in a row, and he started to wobble a little bit, but they had Missouri, and then they lost in double overtime at Missouri last year. And that one really stung them. But to come back and beat Alabama was huge, obviously, for them in that program.
They're hopeful of the best Vandy season in years.
Yeah.
I will remind folks that now the SEC, it's a bad time to be trying to have a great year.
Yeah.
Because the SEC is better than it's ever been top to bottom. It's harder to win. There's very little.
Well, they all know that. And they all know that every single week South Carolina is going through it. Shane Beamer, is featured in it. Brian Kelly's at LSU is even going through it. They lost that opener to USC last year. Then they rattled off 6 in a row. Then they stumbled a little bit. And one of the scenes was with the linebacker from LSU is best friends with Garrett Nussmeier, and they're sitting there playing video games, and the linebacker basically is out and out recruiting the hell out of him to come back. He's like, "Man, we can win a natty if you come back. Everybody's gonna stay." Blah blah blah. And Nuss like, "It's always been my dream to play in the NFL. I don't know." And he's like, we're gonna be stacked next year. So
ended up staying.
And actually did a release saying that he was staying, which, again, they get
I don't
out.
know why I don't believe in Brian Kelly. He's done more to have evidence for me to believe in him, but I don't, without looking at LSU schedule and knowing that they are thought to have.
I learned this about.
I think they'll lose 3 times. I learned this what they do. By the time it's over, they're 10-3.
I learned this about Brian Kelly. I did not know this. His dad, I think his dad was a politician up in Massachusetts, and he worked in politics when he got out of school. He worked on Gary Hart's presidential campaign and somebody else. I can't remember who. But anyway, it was just interesting. And he said, I learned a lot in politics, and it's helped me a lot in football, the communication.
The problem with Vandy is you ride your glory year or two, and then the reality of the depth chart and not having a quarterback. They got saved by a quarterback. Who was James Franklin having quarterback? James Franklin, he probably had a 9-3 year at Vandy, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
This is the best they've been since him.
Yeah.
But even Franklin, he beat Florida, but they were down. He wasn't beating Bama.
Yeah. No, that was the best win in the history of the program.
And by the way, when James Franklin had a success, I was saying it earlier, it was not near as brutal a schedule as it is now. I mean, if you're Vandy, you could, with all the expectations you have, as good as you are, you could go out and be 2-10 without messing up.
They interviewed on camera Andy Staples, Alyssa Lang, Paul Feinbaum, and one other dude. And the other dude is I don't know what he is. Is he a podcaster or a blogger? But that dude is just getting annihilated by all the fans.
What happened? What were they talking about?
They just don't like him. They don't like. They didn't like.
Is it a show or what is it?
No, this is in the SEC.
On the you're saying he was on the Netflix thing last night.
He's in the documentaries.
And today they're what did he say that was so objectionable?
It's just the way he says it, how he presents it, and that they're like, you got a ton of SEC media, and you pick this guy. That's so they're all up in arms about it. So anyway,
did you know him or no?
Nah, I don't know.
I'm gonna watch at least. For sure. You said Florida's second episode.
Second episode.
I'll definitely watch that one.
But it's good, man. Yeah, they go. We get some good behind. We go home with people, to their homes and things like that. Beamer has young kids, so he was talking about how, and his wife's like, I don't even like to go out if we lose. And Beamer says it. What really tears him up is when they lose is that his kids got to go out and face it for 7 days because he went through it with Frank. He said,
he was the
and
kid.
He told a great story. He goes, I was 16 years old. This is Shane Beamer talking.
Yeah.
I was 16 years old. I'm going to get my driver's license. And the guy hands me I go to take it, and he holds it tight. And I try to pull it, and he won't give it to me. And he looks at me, and he goes something to the effect of, you need to tell your dad he better start winning some games around here.
That guy
16-year-old kid.
That guy needs a punch in the face.
Yeah. So, listen, that's reality, bro.
Yeah, it's not reality to bully and physically intimidate a 16-year-old. That's a DB.
Well, there are a lot of DBs out there. That's reality.
Then there needs to be DB police, and the people that are doing that to 16-year-olds need to be punched in the face. That's my solution.
Good solution.
Yeah. Well, maybe stop the 16-year-old.
Some of your solutions sometimes are a little
What age do you respond to an adult physically intimidating a kid? Where's the cutoff?
Here comes the DB police.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. Move on.
Turns out he was telling him something else.
No.
Oh, well.
No. I'm reacting to what you just told me. I'm not some hypothetical. The DB police are going to be on very strict orders. We got to have all the details now. We're not just going to go around willy-nilly like some sort of martial law. No. It'll be documented cases.
It's a good show, and it does illustrate, man, week in and week out when you're all trying to climb that mountain. Now, again, the schools that participated, it seems like Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Florida, LSU, South Carolina. So we haven't seen anything from Georgia. Things. So
the big boys are coming. Georgia, Alabama, Texas.
Yeah, I don't think they're in it.
Oh, they didn't want to be?
Well, I mean, I'm in the. Well, maybe they are. I mean, there's 7 episodes. I think I'm on 4, so maybe they are.
And we pretty much.
We've gone back to South Carolina and LSU. So
maybe they go back to Florida.
I don't think they will.
They don't.
They might. Yeah. They might. But it was good. And then So worth a watch. And then Hard Knocks also.
I'm only going to watch the one that I was in.
That would be the Florida one.
No,
that'd be the one you want to watch.
I'll call
number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I took a number 2 on someone in that. Sounds like me. Sounds like me. Let's take a timeout.
Let's do it.
When's Murph coming in? We getting him today?
Murph will be
Talk
by.
some hardball?
Yeah.
All right, the Murphy Power Hour and more still on the hour plate on a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hello, all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, and maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
Your grandfather was stronger at 50 than you are at 40. Want to know why? His testosterone was 30% higher than yours. That's not genetics. That's modern life killing your hormones. Stress, chemicals, sitting, it's all crushing your T levels. Male Excel reverses it. Prescription testosterone, thyroid optimization, personalized to you. Over 100,000 men are already winning again. Your turn. Try MaleExcel.com. Free assessment because you deserve it. Your family deserves it.
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Chelsea here from Renewal by Anderson. You've seen and heard our ads where I talk about Renewal by Anderson's exclusive Fiberx material, twice as strong as vinyl, incredibly energy efficient, and custom built to fit your home perfectly. But if you haven't reached out yet, August only, Renewal by Anderson is offering triple savings. $300 off every window, $825 off every patio door, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Schedule your free consultation today at bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
If a birthday or an anniversary is looming in your future, take care of it today by ordering a floral arrangement online at CuneFlowers.com. Hi, Flying Jacko here. Take it from me. An arrangement from Cune Flowers works like magic.
When you buy online, you really cannot tell because you're not looking at the stone. So it's impossible to buy a stone online that you could really see everything about it. You have to buy a diamond in person.
That's John Lupo at Beard's Diamonds, who says one big mistake is trying to buy a diamond online. Because each diamond is unique, you need to examine it for yourself.
Otherwise, you can get fooled, you can get tricked, and that's not a good thing when you're spending thousands of dollars.
At Beard's, John's son Ben says they give each customer the ability to compare multiple diamonds in their price range. Not just on paper, but up close inside and outside.
Go outside in the natural daylight. That's the best test to be able to see the exact color in the stone, see the brilliance in the stone, and the fire and the scintillation, which is very, very important.
People want to know what they're spending this money on, and they also want to be protected.
That's why Beards takes it a step farther with a money-back guarantee and a trade-up policy that guarantees you will always get what you paid when you upgrade. Buy with confidence at locally owned Beards Diamonds in St. John's Town Center.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Good. This is good because we got Murph in here. Murph had inside.
Put him on the couch, Murph. I'm just going to watch.
No. We're not even going to do that yet.
Okay.
We'll get that. This is better. This is better for the fans right now. Yeah, we're going to go Jags.
Oh,
Heavy.
that's right. He was at practice yesterday.
Murph was at practice, so
Scoop.
we're going to fire. We're going to fire some tough questions at you and see what you give and what you won't give.
See how much I was
to the
paying attention?
Googans. No, how much you want to confess. I know you pay attention.
We wanna
I
get
know
the-
you picked up everything, Murph.
We want the People magazine stuff.
First off, does John Gruden know who you are?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't?
He was
Okay.
gracious about it
Yeah.
and played it off quite well.
Okay.
Because,
I was just curious.
I get
I'm
that.
with, I'm with TC. I'm with Coach Coughlin, the Jefe, as I like to refer to him.
He knows who you are.
Yes.
I know who he is. And as I'm talking about that, everyone that comes by stops, pauses, and
talk to
takes
Coach.
and
Talks to the
talk
Godfather.
him.
Yeah.
It is. It's like being with the
It's
Pope.
great.
I
It's
love
good
it.
for him too, you know. I'm glad
Yeah,
that that
I
is
see
somehow he just keeps reemerging in the Jag family and gets reaccepted.
And he always
they get
should.
mad at him, they run him off. They
Yeah.
got mad at him in 2018, they ran him off, and here he is back again.
Yeah.
All right, coach.
So Gruden brought that up as well too. Is like you came back for a season and you guys almost went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it was.
And they gave him no credit. They blamed him for Jalen.
Tried
What
to
a
run
bunch
him out,
of
try to run him out of
doofuses
town.
fans
A
can
couple
be.
of executives run him out of town.
So anyway.
no, John Gruden, he didn't, but
Okay.
he played it off well because Coach Coughlin, he introduced me. He's like, this is Daniel. He does work with the J Fund with us and stuff. And so Gruden was the best on this. He goes, you got to invite me. You got to get me there. And I go, you're there. And then I realized as we're going, is like, I think he thinks I officially work.
Yeah.
And I'm on salary with the J Fund. And I'm like, hey, by all means, we're all here for the J Fund. And
at what point are you sure at some point he did finally put together that you're a
I think
baseball
maybe
hero?
that no, I think that if he looks on the Twitter machine for the picture he put on, which was a cool one with Coach Campo,
Did he take that?
and he took that when he
Okay.
took that selfie because he does Barstool now.
Right.
Gruden does
That's
Barstool,
right.
so he had a cameraman.
So
It was
Hey, you know who that is, don't you?
sorted out a
Oh,
little
the New
bit
York
later.
boys. It was Campo. It was
Logs.
Murph. It was Logs. It was Coughlin, and it was
on the
Gruden in
the
a
picture that. Well, if
Yeah.
you go to his Twitter right now, it
Yes.
probably is.
Oh, I saw
Somebody's
it
probably
yesterday.
somebody's probably already said, "Well, coach, you know that's Daniel Murphy, right?
Yeah.
Former Met, yada yada."
What?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, yeah.
I thought he worked for
And
the
if
J
you
Fund.
do bring him to the J Fund, I will personally call him out because I'll say, Coach, you got all those boxes of gear. I mean, you certainly got to have some lot of cash laying around. So let's bid it up.
Yeah, bid it up. He said he had tons of stuff to donate as well. So get him all those things going and coming.
I would have lost a bet that Gruden wasn't already active in the J. In my mind, I would have said he comes and plays the J Fund. In my mind, I would have.
But he's Tampa guy.
We've interviewed him in my mind.
He belongs to one of the courses down there that some of my boys down there who live down there, they run into him.
Can you imagine some of the scowls he must give on a golf course?
He's a great guy.
But the scowls.
Is he a great guy?
I think he just
That's what I've heard.
spends time at the football field.
Yeah.
He said he had just come from
Yeah, he's bopping around.
Georgia.
He wants to get back in. He has said, I'm going to be coaching again. It might be in junior high school, but he's going to be coaching again. All right, so you also then had a sit down with the coach.
So Coach Cohen and then Tony 71, Baselli. And the players today, I don't know any of the Trevor Lawrence, I think they were working. So we didn't get to break bread with them.
Okay.
But Coach Cohen came over and gave us a ton of time and Tony as well. And Cohen was saying that Gruden just loves to watch tape. He was telling me he was watching tape of the Jags. He's like, give me some tape, I'll watch it. And so just wanted to talk ball with him all the time. But it was really nice to sit down with Coach Cohen. We got
why, but Liam Cohen, did he know who you were for Pete's sake?
Yeah. Well, we were
because he was at the J Fund also.
And
but he's more like your age. Y'all probably about the same age.
we are
aren't you?
about we are the same age.
And
So he would remember as a sports fan.
New England guy.
I bet you. My point was going to be, I bet you Liam Cohen was watching those playoffs when that was happening.
He probably was.
Been in his wheelhouse
Or more
a little bit.
likely to than Gruden. At least.
Yes, for sure. All right, what did you procure? What did you learn?
Scoop. We call
Give
it
us
scoop.
Yeah, what do you got for us this morning after spending time? I know you asked pointed questions to Cohen for some pointed answers. Go ahead, share one.
Positive spin only.
Positive spin only.
No. We want the
truth?
Yeah, the truth.
The truth?
And we can handle it. We'll handle it.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, I think Coach Cohen and I are somewhat kindred spirits because I make this about myself because you watch much baseball. And I was like, I watch a ton of baseball. I go, I've been watching a lot, like 1900 to 1940, my whole spiel. And I went through that. And I said, I was listening to Mike McDaniel talk about watching old wing tee videos. You know what I mean? And he goes, that's what I do. He's like, that's our offense, like wing tee. That's what we run. So it was really cool to listen to him talk kind of like a little old school football.
Okay, good.
I do not want to run their wing tee. I'll be the first
not
one
the
to
wing
say.
tee, but
The concepts. It's the that's where those pre-snap.
Yes.
All the movement, because that's the wing tee. Everybody's running around like chickens with their head cut off.
It was fun to be next to Coach Coughlin because he was saying the way Coach Cohen has been running the camp is that, they have the schedule of like the time they're supposed to be out there, but he said he's had a really, really good feel for, I think he pulled practice down about 15 minutes early.
Okay.
About,
yesterday.
a week ago. Not yesterday, but just in general.
Okay.
And then also they were in the mood. He was in the mood calling plays, and the guys were hitting all over him, and they were going really good and like extended it another 20 minutes. So it sounded like, and I was
He's got a
talking to him,
feel.
he's got a real good feel for like how to pull the guys forward and then also reward them when they've done something. And I still really enjoy when I asked him, because I was talking about he was talking about the playbook and kind of where it's come from with what's the fella, the guy out in LA, McVay. And he was talking about that and kind of where it's come from and his thoughts on it. And the biggest ones that he talks to is more about personnel and people, and also staying close to what you do well. So we want to work on our weaknesses, certainly, but I want to be calling plays and putting guys in positions where we're good at it, as opposed to just trying to like always work on what.
Let me run something by you guys. I was thinking, if the Jags are going to get good, it's going to be because they offensed up. It's because of Liam worked with Trevor and Thomas and Hunter. That's the best. That's the most explosive, most potentially productive side of our equation, at least out of the gates. It'd be more Joe Burrow and Bengals success than maybe some of the other teams that are successful right now. At least it feels that way. Yeah. So there's reason, because that's where his success has come, and that's where our pieces lie. Right? Don't you think? The guys with the highest ceiling on our football team, 3 or 4 of the 5 or 6 are on offense.
Right. Yeah.
And so having that chess master rather than, I don't know, Aaron Glenn or someone else that we
hiring an offense.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. And obviously
but
with
not
Trevor,
just that, but a successful one. And not just that, but a successful one that comes from a tree where the other branches that went out on their own were successful, at least offensively. Maybe not in total.
Okay.
Yeah, and Coach Coughlin a little bit was talking about how much he thought the offense looked pretty good. He did mention he was a little bit stopping the run.
We're missing guys. I mean, Armstead's out. Mason Smith is still on the pup list. Yeah. I mean, it was supposed to be something minor. It
was
can't
calf,
be 2 weeks if it's, I mean, it's just, I'm sorry. It is what it is. So they went and got a veteran, which also indicates, much like they got a veteran corner, which tells us that Monteric Brown is going to be out longer than camp. You can, just read between the lines here. It's not that difficult. So there's some issues with the interior defensive line. Yeah. And
Jordan Lewis making big plays out at camp.
He looks very comfortable. And I think one thing that they've done is they said, okay, he's best inside, slot corner. So you're going to be the slot corner. They've done a good job of putting the people in the right spots. I thought that's maybe where the coaching staff didn't do as good a job a year ago. I don't think they put guys in the right spots. It's sometimes like taking what they did with Foye last year and moved him out of the middle. Yeah. Guy leads the league in tackles every year. Why would you move him out of the middle? Hey, shortstop, we're going to make you a center fielder. But I'm the best fielding shortstop there is.
Yeah, just let me do what I'm good at.
Yeah. Some of that stuff makes you a little head scratchy. What about Baselli?
He looks great. By the way.
He's in great shape.
It looks unbelievable. I asked him, I go, what time? I kind of want to figure out how much you working right now, because
he's working out all the time.
You had a similar gig to what I had about 6 months ago. He said he's getting into the field in the stadium like 5:30, gets his workout in, and that kind of gets him into the day. Yeah, and it's he
leaves about 2:33 in the afternoon.
Did he get any phone calls during the lunch and act like big time, like walk away, like I got to sign Daniel.
No.
I've got so and so on the
Schefter. No, I take his calls.
He had it next to him, and he had to, he had to communicate.
I know one thing. If Dan Hicken had popped up on the screen, he wouldn't have answered. I'm not talking to these guys.
I should have called during your lunch.
Yeah, that would have been fun. We could back to back. We should have back to back them.
They were Jags so good to us. I had my boys with me, and my sister, and my boys. We get down to sit, and they did awesome. It's like a 90-minute practice, but we had gone by the turf field on the way to go eat as like a little tour, and so both of them were looking at me and like, I want to go throw the football at that turf field. I've had enough of Coach Cohen, and
this is all great. But I'm here to play.
When you say the turf, you mean the indoor,
the indoor facility?
Okay.
And so I'm like, well, we're guessing someone else's house. I can't turn you loose. But Liam was right next to me. He goes, go. Go get in. And so they went and started balling and then came back.
You know how fun that is. Like, when you're a little kid to shoot in a real gymnasium or play on a real field. So
so people know, Daniel
bid on this.
Yes, bought this to help the J Fund. So that's why and anyone can do it if they like to. But they do a lunch with the current coach Pacelli. Sometimes Trevor's come through and things like that.
I'm not paying the big bucks here to not have you put on the couch. Talking baseball next. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Former Jags middle linebacker Tom McManus brings some grit to the ladies of helmets and heels.
You do it as tough as it is possible to do.
Catch the new look helmets and heels afternoons 2 to 4.
And you do that in all things.
On 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Finding the right plumber to reline your cast iron pipes doesn't have to be a stressful experience. When you hire Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, you can rest assured you're getting the best in the industry. At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we're so confident in our work that we encourage you to get multiple estimates. Look at each company's reviews and check the scope of their pipelining work to make sure it's what you're expecting. But at the end of the day, make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Request a free estimate at SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com.
Join me, Max Fink, as I keep a close eye on everything that happens in Gator Nation.
The Gator Report, polished up by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com. And let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Hacker here. You know, those of you that have listened to me for years realize that I used to do a lot of different weight loss things, a lot of different things that I tried that just never worked for one reason or the other. And then Awaken 180 Weight Loss came along, and I heard Mike Dempsey and Matt Hayes talking about it, and I thought, you know what the heck? What do I have to lose? I'm going to give it a try. I had low expectations, to be honest, based on previous history, but I learned very quickly that Awaken 180 Weight Loss is the best weight loss program I was ever on. I dropped 19 pounds my first 2 weeks on Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Went on to lose over 100 pounds total. I'm keeping the weight off with the Awaken 180 Weight Loss Maintenance Program. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best weight loss program I have ever been on, and the results speak for themselves. If it's time for you to lose some weight like it was for me, go to Awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. You can do it. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
This is Mark Nato. My son Justin injured his hand playing baseball for JU. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist performed surgery just a few days later, and within 5 weeks, he was cleared to play in the ASUN baseball tournament. Our family has trusted Southeast Orthopedic Specialist for years. For any orthopedic injury, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialist take care of you too.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
The
The best golfing weather is upon us, and Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to enjoy your next round of golf with us. Our welcoming atmosphere and love for golf keep our friends coming back. Check us out at hiddenhillsgc.com. You'll be glad you did.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Oh, I love ball talk.
Yeah,
I love it more when the team's doing well.
What an interesting home stretch it is for me. It's the first time in a decade. I got nothing going on, and only about the fourth time in 30 years that the Braves aren't involved in at least trying. Anyway, so I turned the table over to the.
Well, we've played 45 games.
Time elapsed
since we were 21 games over 500. We're 18-27. We're 8-9 to start the second half. We've got tough series coming up. We go to Milwaukee this weekend. We got you guys who we can't beat coming up. We got 7 with Philly. We got the Marlins who Marlins lose last night to Houston again, so they're 2 under 500. But nonetheless, the Reds are coming on in the wild card. We're 12 over 500, and we're playing ass baseball, and it's just we can't hit, and we can't hit with runners in scoring position. It's been that way all year. Mets fans want Eric Chavez and whoever this Barnes guy's
the hitting coaches
heads on a platter. I don't know it's necessarily their fault, but I am frustrated with, and when the big four, go bad, they seem to all go bad together.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom half of the lineup was hitting for a little while, but now that's cooled off, which inevitably it's going to be.
Who's the fourth? By the way, I'm not being a smart aleck.
Nimmo.
Fourth hitter.
Nimmo's the big one.
Yeah, you would count him as.
Yeah, I got you.
And it's just. They want to talk about the pitching, and I get the pitching, but they fortified the bullpen. So Clay Holmes last night does his job, 2 runs in 5 innings, man. You got to go win that game. Well, our sidewinder gives up a run, and we can't get another run. We're meek. 14 in a row.
Yeah, to end the game. 14 in a row.
In the middle of a pennant race.
14 in a row is somebody's got to nut up and say, I'm not gonna strike out. I'm going to hit this ball.
When can that character trait become strong enough that you lose faith in being postseason successful? There's some similarities to.
I'm going to tell you what I want to say this, and then let Daniel answer that. We right now, to me, look like last year's Phillies. They started out like a house of fire, and then they played mediocre baseball, but they were so far ahead they eased into the playoffs, and then they got their ass kicked. And that's how I feel. Yeah,
but then lost to the Padres,
the Mets.
Oh, yeah, the Mets got you. Oh, well, maybe it wasn't last year. Did they beat it? Yeah, they beat us last year.
That's how I feel our season is going to go. I think we might muddle into the wild card unless we start playing better baseball. And
we lost to the Padres.
I still think we can do it.
No, certainly.
There's time,
you could definitely change your tune and change your offense. Like, not the people, but
I think we're set up nicely for the postseason baseball in some ways with that bullpen and the pitchers and the way we have. If everybody gets healthy again, we got options. So, but you got to hit.
It's always funny to be the guy without a dog in a fight, and you have a dog, so you can say, to me, on the outside, and I'm not following the Mets tonight. I don't want to give it. To me, it feels like they don't hit enough.
100%.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like. The problem is completely, and so a second level, I guess, to the question about that character trait showing up in the postseason was, if you can't hit over 162, are you suddenly going to hit over 22?
The thing is they have hit.
They have
for the first part of the season, and now is the question is, are they last year's Phillies, or can they start hitting again? Because there were times, I think back to the postseason teams I was on, and the 2015 team in New York, like we stunk for early stretches of the season, offensive, like stunk.
Yes,
but then we end up getting some acquisitions, and we had some young players come up, and I think that's probably, as I say it out loud, you're going to need some help from the 0 to 3 players, the Alvarezes, the Beatties, the Mauricios. And Vientos, like one of those guys got to go. And then, as you were saying, the big four, they just got to be more productive.
They can't be a combined 0 for 13 every night or 1 for 12 with a walk. I mean, one of them's got. When the Mets were the best team the Mets ever had, and it was Hernandez and Carter and Straw and Lenny, and you couldn't get through that lineup. And you felt that way in 20. Not your World Series
it was
year,
the year after.
Yeah, the year after. Well, all those guys.
Or maybe
those
before. It was the year before.
It was like when you have a lineup that somebody's going to come through.
Yeah. We got our 9-hole hitters hitting 20 home runs. We had a year where we had 8 20 home run guys. I mean, everybody in the lineup was a tough out.
It's just
and what is really getting them right now is like against the left-handed pitching.
And they throw lefty. Every team says put the lefties up against them. They can't hit lefties.
Even from the bullpen. So like Pete Alonso hasn't been hitting them the last 6 to 8 weeks, and Vientos. And so now when your right-handers aren't winning their platoon matchups, like you expect Soto to be matchup proof, but they're going to kind of get him, and he hasn't been swinging the bat well for the last 3 weeks, and so it just the struggles against left-handed pitching is really concerning, but it's surprising to me because I thought that Vientos after last year's postseason and Alonso would be able to kind of carry them from in the middle of the lineup. And then if Nimmo wins one or Soto wins one here or there, it'll give you enough runs through the course of the
I guess that
lineup.
would make the Phillies the bad. I'm trying to think who in the National League is left-hand dominant. Certainly not the Dodgers. They got almost all right-handers. I guess the Padres don't give you Blake Snell.
The Phillies got 2 left-handed
They got those
starters.
2, Sanchez and Suarez both. And so is Luzardo also a lefty. So they 3 of their 4 would be unless
the lefty-righty thing,
Walker.
which the Mets have afforded themselves, which you're not a big fan of because he takes the bats away and it's like the Tigers. And Mendy's, but every button Mendy's pushing right now, like he's in a slump too.
Yeah.
Like some things make sense, but like I'm still pissed, about not sending Tyrone Taylor 2 nights ago. I mean, I can't get over that.
You got to get a jump start.
I mean, we put in a pinch runner at first base. Lindor hits a double the right field corner. It doesn't get to the wall. But again, if you send him, he would have scored. They would have won the game. You got to go for the win. There's 1 out. I understand. Like I was talking to my older son, and he goes, "Dad," he goes, "I don't think." And I go, "It's not a right or wrong answer. It's a feel of the game.
Kind of a baseball play.
We've
like
come
we
back
stay on
from
the front
5-0. It's 5-5.
Right here.
I'm winning the game right here in the
now.
9th. I can't go to the 10th where anything can happen."
Murph, what's the fine line between? Is it his own standing within his team in the locker room? Is it the game situation? Is it where the play is and your awareness? What's that fine line between blowing through the stop sign and scoring and not? Like we saw Acuna did it, I believe, against the Yankees. He blew right through it.
I think it's star status, but answer the question.
And that might be it. I'm saying
Tyrone Taylor better not do that.
Yeah, but what if he scores? He's a hero, no?
He is a hero.
He doesn't take a bit of
Definitely.
Right, and if he gets thrown out, I didn't see it.
No,
I mean,
it was just a suggestion.
Yeah,
it was just a suggestion from the third base coach.
Your call.
Some of it is how early you see it. You might not see it. I've had one before where I've run through it where I was going and I must have been maybe old. I was like, I just can't stop for you. I'm not going to happen.
Score or get thrown out?
I think I end up scoring.
Yeah, I think the ones I feel like this. I feel like when they run through and they score, and when they get sent in, they get thrown out. I mean, it's 50-50. I mean, you almost just leave it on the runner and you let him take the hit and put the third base coach there just for an abject emergency. Oh, they dropped the ball, run. Just let him play, I guess. I don't know. Like the play behind Taylor, though, it happened behind him. I don't know.
So he's got his head down and he's
like
just
Acuna on his. He made the decision when the ball got hit in the gap.
I'm gone.
Yeah,
and there's some of that.
Right.
There's some of that as well too. Like on him, like easier on like from second base on a single. You might just say, I'm just gone.
All right, we got a break. We're going to come back with a couch session over. We'll talk more baseball, other sports. We move it into the 9 o'clock hour where E.T. and Hicken and
we got day baseball today. That should go.
Forget about all their standards of broadcasting and
no standards.
McNasty.
Yeah. Oh no.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You're exactly the kind of hero the world needs. At the end of the day, it comes down to the same question I've been asking my wife every Friday night for the last 20 years. Do you want some of this?
1010XL.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, it's Frank Frangie. Look, when it comes to glass needs around the home, there's one name I trust, Lee and Kate's. It's local, family-owned, and they've been part of our community since 1926. They've taken great care of me over the years, and I know they'll do the same for you. Visit leeandkatesglass.com.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Hey, in a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville, FLA. That's Beard's Diamonds, man. Hicken here for my friends at Beard's Diamonds. All those other jewelers in the town center, they're owned by big Wall Street companies. Beard's Diamonds ain't. They're local, man. The Lupo's been around here for decades, more than 40 years, man. And Beard's They dominate those big chains. They have a massive diamond inventory. They got all shapes, all sizes. They got the top bridal brands. They got the strongest warranties. They win on price every day. In fact, and listen up here, gang, Beards guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. All I'm telling you, all I'm asking you is don't buy anywhere until you get a second opinion at Beards. You will get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money, and it will be backed by local folks with integrity and local accountability. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option at Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. Now my family has to hear that I'm never coming home again.
Officer?
I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
Every day, 9 people on Florida roadways don't make it home. I was one of the people that didn't make it home.
Ride with Do Not Disturb. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoor Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
Looking for your new favorite hangout this football season? Try Voodoo Brewing Company in the heart of San Marco. Locally owned and community focused, Voodoo Brewing serves up award-winning beers, scratch-made upscale pub fare, and laid-back vibes where everyone's welcome. For live music, trivia nights, and all the football action this season, make Voodoo Brewing Company Jacksonville your new favorite spot on San Marco Square.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You wouldn't drive your car 50,000 miles without an oil change. So why are you ignoring your septic tank? Septic tanks need to be pumped every 3 to 5 years. Call 904-862-6769 to schedule your septic pump out with the pros at Duck Rooter.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Let's get the work done.
Training camp is here.
Up, quick feet.
1010XL's training camp coverage is backed by Roland Reach Plumbing and Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. It's live now. Let's go.
A new era of women's professional soccer has arrived. The Gainbridge Super League, redefining the game for the next generation. Sporting Jacks, the first ever pro women's team on the First Coast. Be there for history. Secure your tickets now at sportingjacks.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence is feeling at home in Liam Cohen's system.
We made some huge strides from the spring as far as just in the system.
Florida's Lake Mary, after a win over South Carolina, they're back at it today at 11 a.m. for a ticket to the Little League World Series. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 9:02 and it's 79 degrees. Time and Tim brought you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right. Yep. So Petros Plumbing Wednesday. We are head on in the Murphy Power Hour as baseball's pennant races really get interesting here down the stretch, and lots of other sports going on. Murph, what does this mean? I got a couple of spitballing questions. First, someone on the text line wanted to know, do you watch the Little League World Series?
More the highlights. I don't.
Yeah.
If it's on, I won't turn it off. But I don't. I don't make it a point.
I was in the office last night, actually in the studio, and the chief has a big television, and Utah and Nevada were playing, and it was like, this isn't even the Little League World Series yet. And I think this happened. Now, if somebody saw it, they can tell me on the text line, because I'm looking at it from a distance. Dude hits a ball to right field. It's like 15-10, and the team with 10 has got it like the 15-12, and they're rallying, and the bases are juiced, 2 outs. Kid hits one sort of in the right fielder goes running, man. He dives, and the ball ends up in his glove, but it clearly hit the ground, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it hit the ground, and then I look up, and they've changed sides, and they reviewed it. I think those idiot umps blew that one, too.
The curse of having the game on TV for everyone is now these Little League volunteer umpires maybe.
It's a little much to have the regional
regional
Let's just,
games.
if you want to show the Little League World, 904. If you want to show the Little League World Series, that's fine, but that's just me.
I guess, the other side of that at this stage is there's 2,000 broadcast options for you to watch, unless they're showing that instead of something I'd rather see, and that doesn't exist anymore. Whatever you'd rather see, it's on.
Well, I could have saw the Sophie scene live if they had that game.
It was on somewhere. You could have found it on. If you really wanted it, you could have seen it. Did you see Rich Rod after day 6 of camp yesterday?
No.
Rich Rod's back in the game, you know.
I know. West Virginia, back home.
West by God, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Never a man more sculpted out of coal to be the head coach at any program more than Rich Rod. If you've ever spent any time in West Virginia, I've lived there twice, from his accent to his dialect, pure West Virginia spring water runs through that man's blood.
Okay.
So here's hoping. I've got a fondness in my heart for WVU. Let's go Mountaineers.
Nears.
From spending time up there in middle school, going to college football games, old Mountaineer Field. It was
Shout
awesome.
out Nears.
Rich Rod is back, and it's been a while since he's been a head coach. He stayed in the game. Society is changing. It's not the same way. You can't coach the same way you always have. But here's what he said yesterday after yesterday's workouts. I probably would have went a little longer, but then I got mad at something. I made him run. He said his players might be going home and watching men dance in their tights on TikTok or watching SpongeBob SquarePants. He's going to ban his guys from TikTok. Yeah, Rich Rod, that's the gig now. Whoever makes a play today in your practice is going to post it on his Instagram page. So get used to that.
Interesting. I'm seeing D-Rock 5 minutes ago, not seeing Jaguars wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. out of practice just yet. Why would you put that out? Do you want hits, D-Rock? What are you doing? Why do you make me nervous?
I see Eugene Wilson is sitting out Gator workouts, or at least portions.
Brian Thomas Jr. is sick and not practicing.
Yeah, well, there you go.
A little flu-like symptoms.
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's fine. Trey Wilson didn't practice?
Yeah. Got that black. He's had hip surgery last year. Did he? He was shut down and was done, right? When did Florida lose him? Or
early,
did he?
Pretty early.
And it was for the year, right? He didn't come back and try and play.
No.
We haven't really talked much about that as a sidebar to Florida's late season resurgence. That's their best player. I mean, Trey Wilson going into last year was their best offensive player. And he may still be.
Yeah.
He's probably got the highest NFL projection, at least for now. Dallas Wilson could catch him.
Unpopular take. I'm not as big on Trey Wilson as a lot of people.
Okay.
I haven't seen enough of him. I want more. I haven't seen it.
You got to be higher on
I'm
him.
more excited about the true freshman.
See, that's funny because you haven't seen anything from him.
Yeah, but I heard the spring. I just size, speed screams to me baller. And I may be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
I will say
Trey
that
Wilson is a superstar.
I will say this. Have you noticed this little trend under, I don't know if it's a trend per se. Have you noticed this little fact about Billy Napier's spring games? You remember the early entry freshman who stole the show at last year's spring game? Do you remember who it was?
Dallas Baker, the touchdown maker.
It was Jaden Ball.
Ooh.
In the spring game, he ran it for like 140-something yards. He went crazy. And right there, you're like, damn, that Jaden Ball's a player.
And he was.
And so I think with those, what was 197 yards in the spring game?
Yeah.
Dallas Wilson, big, strong, athletic receiver. And by the way, they love Vernell Brown just as much. A lot of the national, they're not built the same. They don't have the same body type.
Yep.
But Dallas Wilson shined in that preseason, in that game, in that spring game, a lot like Ball did. And Hick, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I want to say that Trey Wilson the year before he had his bust out freshman year, I want to say he had a good spring game, but I'm not confident enough to say that. I will say this, and this happens. there's a little out of sight, out of mind. It's fair to kind of remember what Trey Wilson did as a freshman, where, to your point, last year, just 19 catches, didn't play hardly at all. He did have one touchdown.
Right.
But that freshman year, when we were just absolutely bereft of playmakers.
Yes.
61 catches, 6 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another 6 carries for 55 yards. He sure at least showed out some breakout potential. 60 catches is a lot in college, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot more in the NFL.
Freshman.
Yeah. Also as a freshman.
If he can be healthy and back, even with your skepticism aside, pair him with Wilson. They like Tank Hawkins and his continued development. They Vernell Brown, Nashawn Montgomery, another freshman. You know, all the freshmen don't flash.
When you went to JU, how long did it take you? Like, that's a big step.
Yeah.
High school to, you know.
Those are men that were in that locker room.
Was that noticeable for you when you went to JU as a freshman? I was
like, yeah, these are adults.
Yeah.
Like some of the seniors are.
Get in the box. You could always hit, but
Yeah, just the velocity was better. They looked like they had been in the weight room lifting. Now, like, I did say that I batted third our first team meeting when they asked you what position you played. So I did myself no favors. But that was probably
you were a marked man early.
Yeah, that would have been.
That's a bad sign or something.
It's confidence. It's great, but
it's arrogance is what it is.
Arrogance.
Okay,
Arrogance.
I be clean up, chumps. I bet clean up.
Yeah, put me in that line.
I got a question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tie together some college and pro.
All right, tie it.
I'm just going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you, is this guy a good player or not?
All right.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
Derek Stingley Jr.
Yes.
Brock Bowers.
Yes.
Yes.
Way good.
Caleb Downs, still in school. Caleb Downs.
Yes.
And then, to be determined, Jeremiah Smith.
Yes.
Okay, I left out a guy. I'm going to tell you what this list is.
Why is Jeremiah Smith to be determined?
Well, I didn't mean to be determined.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't followed it up yet, is what I mean.
Okay.
The other guys, Jeremiah Smith's to be determined. We haven't seen plays college and NFL career. Some of these guys, we have some of that as
they talk about
the basis.
Jeremiah Smith like he could be the first pick of the
100%. Sure. Yeah. College not to be determined, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about reaching the level of Brock. I'm not ready to say Brock Bowers impactful.
Okay.
And we'll see.
I would, but I get it. I see what you're saying.
But let me tell you what I left out a guy in the middle of this list.
Okay.
But, the list actually goes since 2019. 2019, Trevor Lawrence. 2020, Derek Stingley Jr. 2021, Tank Bigsby. 2022, Brock Bowers. 2024, Caleb Downs. 2025, Jeremiah Smith. Players who entered their true sophomore season as the number one player at their position. I guess my point here is we ponder this running back competition. Tank Bigsby has been a star his whole career. He knows how to be the lead guy. Maybe there's somebody down there that will allow him the attempt to go do that. He had 4.6 or 7 a carry last year, a full yard more than anybody else getting competing carries. Begs the question, why are those competing carries being granted? Tank Bigsby was a 5-star recruit, I'm pretty sure. He had an excellent career at Auburn. He was the highest-rated freshman coming back at a very good position in college football running back. But more than anything, that's a pretty good list there. That list has some staying power. Every one of those guys is a good NFL player.
Murph, if I say to you, but why did he go out of bounds?
I know, right? Do you know why?
Do you know what that's about? Tank Bigsby.
No, you don't. He doesn't. You would know by now.
Yeah.
It immediately pops out.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby played at Auburn.
Yeah.
They were going to upset Alabama, which is life or death.
Bryce Young's team, I think.
Yeah. And he stopped the clock.
Oh, he didn't slide. He
just gone down.
And it gave him just enough time to pull it out.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was.
So if you ask Auburn fans, they will tell you. I can't tell you the exact specific moment or everything, but yeah.
I guess what's happened, man, I said us Jaguar fans, because this franchise had a way to do it, they beat the excitement you have off of anyone out of you. They beat it out of you. With terrible execution, the game plan a year ago, whatever, the 1,000 reasons of just blah.
I wonder why Tank didn't get the ball as much at Auburn. Like
that's what I'm saying. It might be time to let Tank cook and let's see what we got. He
had some, but he had 138 for 834 his freshman year.
Yeah. And then he came
6 yards a carry.
So, by the way, that was the season that he was the highest graded running back at his position.
Okay.
And those are the only true sophomores that have done this. It's hard to be that.
I get that as a freshman, 138. That's fine.
But I want to be clear. He's not the highest graded in his class. As a sophomore, he was the highest graded returning player at his position. Seniors, juniors, sophomores, freshmen.
That's odd that it was him.
That's what I'm saying. That's high praise.
Went for 1,100 yards his second year. He had 224 carries, and then his junior year, only 179 carries, 970 yards. He went 6 yards, 4.9, 5.4 average, 5.4 yards carried Auburn, 3,000 yards.
Left after 3 years?
Yeah.
So he's young. How old is he right now?
Cartavius Tank Bigsby.
I wonder if we can get excited. I don't know. It's one thing early in the year, the first quarter of the season, quarter poll. Let's find out if we can get excited about Tank Bigsby. Do we have an asset there, an explosive asset that we haven't seen yet because of circumstances and otherwise?
22, he'll be 23 August 30th.
We need Tank Bigsby to be on that NFL talent under 25 list when they bring it out next year.
Yeah, that would help. Some of the plays he had here early was what he had the ball that he spiked.
And he left
just
it there.
like memorable plays that
he hasn't held on to the ball.
Yeah, I think that not that rookies make, but he's a young player and he kind of made a little bit of a boo-boo on that one. And I think he hasn't been trusted as much to catch the ball out of the backfield. He had the one bounce off his helmet too.
Yeah.
But these are, I feel like those end up maybe in my mind being more memorable than like him going for 5 yards a clip. Because when he runs, he had some of the biggest plays, certainly at running back position for us last year.
I'll say this too and again, it's unfair to say this, but I saw just video yesterday at practice, on the TV side. He's just jogging down the middle of the field. And they threw him when he dropped it.
Tank?
Yeah. So
I saw that too.
I'm just like, well,
Tootin had his most impactful day yesterday.
I don't think he's going to be the guy to catch the ball coming out.
Yeah, no. Well, Tootin can be that. You would hope. And Tootin finally on the field, and he flashed a little bit yesterday by all accounts, which we haven't really seen much of to this point as well. I will say this. Of all the players on the team that a coaching change could really give you a jump start, I would say that like Tank or running back would be one of those. You got a guy who came in. Rashad White was Travis Etienne. He was a top 5 running back. He was a fantasy producer, and it took all of about 6 games before Bucky Irving was the featured back.
Yeah.
So let's see. Back with more next. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
What does Johnny O know best? O knows Jacksonville football.
Okay, say, oh my.
Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft on 1010XL.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology, man. Beaches Dermatology, second to none. Listen, they want to remind you, Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader, they want to remind you, man, protect yourself out there in the sun. It's hot out. It's hot in Jacksonville, FLA, in the Sunshine State, man. And you got to protect that skin of yours. So wear a floppy hat. Protect those ears. Second leading place where you can get some skin cancer. Next to the nose. Long sleeve dry fit. Sunscreen if you're out there for a long period of time. You're out there working. You're out there watching. You're out there playing. Just be careful. If something does show up, go to beachesdermatology.com, man. Get an appointment. Go get it checked out. No big deal. 3 locations to serve. You can go to Fernandina, you can go Atlantic Beach. I go the one off Solana Road. Whichever one serves you best. They're great folks everywhere. Second to none. Beachesdermatology.com for all your skincare needs.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Hey, school's in session, and here's today's lesson. We have hundreds of certified vehicles to choose from, starting as low as $89.99. Plus, they come with a 7-year, 100,000-mile peace of mind warranty and free oil changes. That means you and your soon-to-be drivers will be protected. Plus, every purchase allows us to fund teachers' projects for the entire school year. Your next assignment, get to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville, or Beaver Mitsubishi in St. Augustine. We're here to wow you and our teachers.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
Yo, what's happening, Googans? It's your main man, E.T. here. And if you're looking for some good food, outdoors fun, and plenty to do, well, my old stomping grounds in Clay County is the place to be. Check out Clay's diverse local restaurants. They have barbecue, seafood, and Latin restaurants that hit the spot. Outdoorsy? Paddle alongside scenic waterways. Cast a line or hit the trails. And the events, there's always something for you and the fam. Check out exploreclay.com and plan your next adventure. I was just out there at Food Truck Friday, and it was a good time. And make sure when you do, you hashtag ExploreClay on social media.
Get more Gators on the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Friday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL's Gator Bites podcast wherever you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
Hey, it's Joe C. Summer in Jacksonville means the sun is hot, the grills are fired up, and your water heater probably full of sludge.
Nah, not mine.
Think, when was the last time you flushed your water heater out? It's okay, you could say it.
Probably never.
Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan.
They sure don't make them like they used to.
So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059 or at plumberandjacks.com. Roland Reese Plumbing.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Frank Frangie here to tell you about the coolest new thing, a putting green in my backyard that my friends at Sunshine Turf installed. Sunshine Turf can do the same for you. They'll come to your house, they'll create a custom design for your space, and you'll have an authentic golf course experience right in your own backyard. I freaking love it. Sunshine Turf is family owned and they made the process so simple. So visit sunshineturf.info or call them at 904-383-0243 and get a free quote today for your own putting green. Get it from Sunshine Turf.
Maxed out on credit cards, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, we got to get an update from Coach Murphy on the little Mustangs.
D3 Mustangs.
D3 Mustangs. How are we looking? How's practice going? What's the latest?
Having fun. Running. We've been doing a lot of center quarterback exchanges.
Okay, how are those going? Okay.
We're keeping the ball off the ground.
That's important.
And then as I was talking to my oldest Noah at the house a couple of days ago, we were fighting over a football, like a fumble. And then I thought, I think the ball's going to be on the ground a lot in this league. So we did a fumble recovery drill the other day. And so it's been wheel tackling, you know, that wheel with the hole in it. The kids love that.
Okay.
They absolutely love it. So wheel tackling, a little bit of buzz the feet tackling on the dummies. And I've been doing quarterback exchanges with centers, a little running back. I introduced the gaps to them. So 2, 4, 6. I remember from my middle school days, like the gaps.
The gaps,
you want to
sure,
run. So
sure.
I wanted to introduce, I put placards, like you had for sale signs, but and I put 2 on it, 4 and 6 right in the hole, and then 1, 3, and 5 is like the visual. Don't tell the kids I am exactly one practice ahead of them right now.
That's
in
good, though.
Ball knowledge and football knowledge.
When do we install?
Install what, like the playbook?
Plays, yeah.
We're in shells
What's your first game?
I think we're another month. Like you get a nice running start into it. So we're in helmets for another 2 practices, I think Thursday and Saturday. Then we go to full pads.
JDL's a lot different. My oldest played, Pablo Creek Saints. And we ventured into downtown Jacksonville and took on one Saturday the Inner City Warlords. Yeah, that was fun.
If you're taking your kids from the burbs to play the Warlords, you're in for a long morning.
It was a long morning, but I will tell you this. We had ballers now. We had the Wolford boys, who both were D1, and Ahmad Fullwood, Gator receiver, who we had this bread and butter play where Ahmad would take the handoff on a sweep, beat everybody to the boundary, and then beat everybody down the sideline.
I like that one.
And he was a star in the Pop Warner. And these are this is 7 and 8 year olds, which you look back and you're like, yeah, maybe he shouldn't have been doing it at 7 and 8. But you know what? They had fun.
Out here to try to win a ball game,
banging around a little bit. Some Oklahoma drills at 7 and 8.
I am. I was asking Coach Cohen a little bit, because we run the wing tee as well with the Mustangs, and so just asking some of his tips.
Oh, you were getting some. Look at you.
Little tips, players, not plays, is what I keep coming back to.
How many kids do you have on the squad?
30.
30.
And I am not good with names. I'm getting better, but
Some nicknames.
Nicknames.
Yeah, they'll love it.
You know how it works. You're 4. You're 12. You're 66. Hey, 72. We got to. You call them all by the number in football.
But in practice, they
too
might
many
not
of
have
them.
that.
Tell them, ET.
In practice, they might
And
not
so,
have that.
they want to go out there. They want a free play, and kind of cut it loose, and I get it. So the only way I can snap them back into place is I got to know their names. I'm like, Jimmy, come over here. The drills are about to start. Because if you were to look at all 6 divisions, our practice is the most scattered in between drills.
He's Will Ferrell right now. You need to go get your dick. Have Coughlin come out and help you.
Oh, man.
That would have been great. You should go get Ty. I bet you he would do it. Because Ty would come out to a practice, design a little triple, threat option.
What am I watching here? I don't understand this.
Murph, you got to get him together. I'm trying, Skipper. I promise I'm running the show.
You're all late.
That list that was talking about, great freshman seasons that kind of, trampolines you to being the top player at your position going into just your sophomore year, and Tank Bigsby and Trevor Lawrence both on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those same measurements is trying to identify the 10 guys most likely to be the best at their position going into their sophomore years. But they do it more like this. Here are the 10 true freshmen best positioned to make an immediate impact. So in fairness, even though they have a quarterback 1, I don't think they're suggesting that Bryce Underwood of Michigan will be more highly thought of next year than DJ Lagway or Arch Manning or any other underclassmen quarterbacks. But, Hick, what do you know about Bryce Underwood? Was he a Bama commit at one time? LSU commit at one time?
Huge. A lot of money Michigan spent to get him there. He's like their DJ Lagway.
Yeah.
And he'll play. He's been handed the gig, I'm pretty sure, and he'll be the guy.
Michigan got off to a really bad, disappointing, slow start, but they finished strong, and of course they had the big win over Ohio State. Didn't they beat Bama maybe in the bowl game too? So yeah. All right, number 2, and maybe this is why Oregon didn't file a grievance when they lost Dallas Wilson, but the number 2 freshman most likely to impact, DeCorian Moore, a big receiver that Oregon signed.
Oh no.
Yeah. Rivalry industry ranking number 5 overall, the number 1 wide receiver, a 5-star. We got a Tennessee offensive tackle. And number 4, most likely true freshman to make an immediate impact, Dallas Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Florida.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
41 overall, number 8 wide receiver, but they've taken note of that.
Maybe the podcast will have some sunshine and rainbows in it.
They've taken note of that spring game. About Wilson, they write after an incredible spring game performance, he projects as one of Florida's starting wideouts with Eugene Wilson and Michael Sturdivant. In that scrimmage, Wilson caught 10 for 195, 2 touchdowns. Twitchy player, 6'3", 195, better after the catch than most receivers his size, very physical, all the things we've said. And then they say, this is what's encouraging, because it's a true freshman, poll. Keep an eye on Vernell Brown, the 3rd in the receiving corps.
Nashawn Montgomery,
who was rated even higher than Wilson as a 5-star recruit. No, it's at the end. They don't mention a second player. No school had more than one. But they did go on to mention Is it Jaden Woods? Jaden Woods, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they went on to mention him. He's been a freak down there. There's another name that the Childs, who's not a freshman, the second-year linebacker. He's getting a lot. Man, if they can stay healthy and play to their ceiling, it could be a fun year of return to prominence for Florida. But there's a lot of ifs there.
We hope so.
A lot of ifs.
What do you guys think of Matthew Stafford, man? This guy's not taking any practice, man. He's got back issues, man. This could be a big problem. Obviously, it would be a big problem for any team. Can't lose their starting quarterback, but Matthew Stafford, I mean, and they kind of were talking trade this offseason.
If I'm right, it was the Giants, wasn't it? Like I think at one point they had it. In fact, I think the word was they had a deal with the Giants, and Mrs. Stafford shot it down. I think that's what I remember hearing something along those lines.
My podcast is a hit in L.A.
I'm going to stay out here with Freddie Freeman's wife, honey.
Oh dear,
the reason they came here.
There it came. Wasn't his dad.
Real Housewives of LA sports teams. They should do that one. That'd be a treat for us.
Dad lives in LA. Maybe his dad gets to see him play.
Watch Freddie and Matthew Stafford get trampled all over by their better halves every night.
But that one with Stafford is you're gonna need to get out there, and you got only 3 preseason games now.
Is there a better backup quarterback as far as like how they play though than Garoppolo? Like they're both pocket passers. They both have minimum. I think they're similar skill sets. He hates Garoppolo, but Garoppolo's
not near the quarterback that Matthew Stafford
is. Did I say they were?
Well, you said similar skill sets, and I was
I guess style.
I just want to say similar skill set.
Yeah, you talk about Garoppolo like his best year. He threw 8 touchdowns, 13 picks. The guy went to the Super Bowl, man.
I guess because I just watched Jimmy Garoppolo in the NFC Championship game against the Rams. They got the ball, and they needed to score, and it was like, it's just terrible throws and held it too long and tried to scramble and it was like the end of the game, and they just annihilated them. And it was a great Rams team. It was Aaron Donald and the boys coming after him, so I get it. But it was just, I think he's had his best football. Is all I'm saying. I don't think he's got.
Well, I don't.
If I got Jimmy Garoppolo for the year, I'm screwed. Is what I'm going to say. Because he won't get through the year either.
Well, that's a different story.
Well, it's part of it. Best ability is availability.
For sure. If he can't get through the season, then that would be. But I'm saying I know he would be in the game for what reason, though? Because the quarterback you have can't get through the season. I mean, that's part of the.
Let me put it this way. When you have your fantasy draft, you taking Stafford or Garoppolo?
No, I'm not. You're probably not. You're not even taking Jimmy if Stafford isn't going to play.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Well, Garoppolo played one game last year. He went 27 of 41, 334, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He's serviceable. That's all I'm saying.
Serviceable.
You don't mind seeing him for a couple games.
I guess what I'm saying though is you're talking about Matthew Stafford like he's Patrick Mahomes, dude. I mean, Matthew Stafford has Jimmy Garoppolo type of years.
Bro, Matthew Stafford keeps popping up on that. Where's Matthew Stafford on those lists we did all summer? 5, 6?
Yeah, he's up there.
Huh?
Yeah, let him have a year.
Where's Jimmy G at?
Let him have a year where they don't bounce the Vikings and play the Eagles, and let Matthew Stafford have a non-playoff year. And let me know where he is on there.
We got to take a break.
Yes, we do.
It's the drill.
Go
Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Jags fans, a new Everbank Performance account could be your ticket to London this October. The Everbank London Getaway Experience. One lucky winner and a guest get round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations, and tickets to see the Jags play in London. Everbank.com/London for official rules. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. 18 and older. Everbank London Getaway sweeps entry period 7/28/25 to 9/5/25. Enter and get official rules and details at everbank.com/London.
Frank Franzi here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Morton Anderson missed a chip shot field goal that launched the underdog Jaguars into the playoffs in 1996. You know who doesn't miss? Coyle & Sons Fencing. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons at 904-356-4821 or visit CoyleJacks.com. That's CoyleJacks.com. Coyle & Sons, keeping your business and home safe for nearly a century. That's 904-356-4821, CoyleJacks.com.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beechurst here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beechurst Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Hurricane season on the First Coast can leave you in the dark, so why not get a head start on storm season with a home generator system from American Electrical? They've sold and installed more generators in Jacksonville than any other company around, with scores of whole home generator installations throughout North Florida. That's right, American Electrical has been installing and repairing thousands of generators for over a decade in Duvall. Keep your loved ones and property protected. Log on to american-electrical.com and see how they can help you.
Need or want cash? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Rita, Jorge, let's bring the nail gun over here.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
But floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
All right, welcome back to the program. Hanging out with Murph, cooling down on another hot day in Jacksonville, Florida. Hot and humid with a chance of showers. Back to you. That's what we deal with pretty much every day.
Summertime in the city.
We got caught on the golf course on Monday. We were finishing our last hole, right, E? And we got out of there, and we had to go through it just to get back to the barn, but that was fine. And then yesterday when I was headed to work, I started hearing it outside, and I walked out, and it wasn't dripping. But when I got on JTB, man, I tell you what, it stopped. It stopped. Speaking of that, how about this morning? Driving into work. Mm-hmm. I need Espanoli in here because I got I see it. Yeah, I need a translator. I see the truck. I see a truckie.
Yep.
Back of the truck in Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to this cat. He's driving. I wanted to give him a thumbs up when I passed him. He's got paintings. Mm-hmm. He's got, on the right side, he's got Roberto Clemente.
Uh-huh.
Arriba, Roberto. What's arriba?
That means, arriba means...
is it long live?
Up, isn't it?
Okay. Arriba, Roberto. But then what was odd was, in a beautiful, painting of him on the back of his truck.
Mural, if I may.
And then right next to it, the Redbirds logo.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Huh. A baseball fan.
Dude. It was right there on JTB. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Arriba, Roberto.
Arriba is up, above.
Above. Oh, like in heaven?
Oh, yeah.
Arriba.
Yeah, I know they go arriba.
Yeah, just above, up, go.
Okay.
It's kind of a
Let's go.
Imploring.
Let's go.
I kind of.
Yeah. But anyway,
but technically, something is arriba or it's abajo.
Well done murals of the Redbird logo and Clemente in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, I don't know the story behind that. Whoever it is, shout out to you. I enjoyed that.
Double thumbs up.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was great. It was great to see that.
Hey, fellas, since we're on baseball, there was a pretty significant baseball anniversary that happened recently.
Talk to me.
I'll do it better. I'm gonna play it for y'all here.
Even better.
Here it is.
Also double, right over the bag at first. Now Hosey and Anderson square off. They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson.
What a call!
Down goes
That was a great
Anderson.
call.
Yeah. tell people what that is, Murph?
You want to do it, ET, or I'll send it?
Go ahead.
All right.
Murph.
So that's Jose Ramirez and
Yep.
Tim Anderson had
Yep.
a little coming together at second base after a double that Ramirez hit. And Anderson caught a swinging right hook. Boom! Right to the nose.
Yeah.
And he went wobbling backwards
Yeah.
and had to get picked up by one of his teammates. And, well,
You never see a baseball
You don't.
punch connect.
no.
You boys don't like to connect.
We don't ever get close enough. I hear you talking about it and complaining about how,
I want
how
to
we
fight.
don't get close. You're right.
Put those two in the ring and put Harper and Strickland in there and let them go. Let's
Keep your head on a swivel.
Just
Usually is what happens.
figure it out.
Yesterday was a 2-year anniversary of that.
And with
It's more than 2 years, isn't it?
No, 2 years ago yesterday.
which is wild because Tim Anderson,
Either
I think
one of those
that
guys
year
in
was
the
on
league?
the WBC. Well, Jose Ramirez.
Oh, Jose Ramirez. I was thinking about Reyes. I was thinking Jose Reyes.
No, Jose Ramirez.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, little Jose Reyes wasn't playing. He got right up.
Who was in the wrong here? Like
Anderson was
Okay.
looking for something he ain't want at the end of it. Like
He
that.
got
You
some-
can't
And he
stand
got
up.
it.
So what happens is Ramirez goes sliding in there, and Anderson's kind of got his legs over top of him, and they don't like each other anyway. It's a division rivals, you know, the White Sox and the. And
You think
the
those
former
two
Indians.
had something cooking? Because
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, because T.A. Anderson is like, he likes to get into it. Which
Yeah,
so
he
you don't
does.
mind. You don't mind to mix it up a little
Right.
bit. We're out here balling, and so we can mix it up. But yeah, he wanted to have a go, and Jose obliged him. And Tim Anderson is not somewhat disappeared since that, because that might have been the year. I
Yes.
think he was on that WBC team.
Yes.
And then ended up playing with the Angels, I think the next year, not much, or the Marlins, but he's had a little trouble being productive.
I don't know
since
the
he
exact
took over.
timeline, but he may have ended, Tim Anderson's career with that punch. The guy's never been the same. He was an all-star for a lot of years.
Yes, he was.
It seems like the umpires kind of like, ready, fight.
You're
He got
right.
out the
He
way.
came in, the umpire came in to bust it up, and then once they squared off, he was like,
You know
y'all
what?
do your thing.
Y'all do y'all's
I'll
thing.
clean the mess up.
31 games this year.
With the Angels, and then he got released, I think, and there was the Marlins last year.
17 for 83.
Yeah, he hasn't been very
205,
productive.
214 with
I mean,
the
he was.
Marlins.
It felt like some guys. This happens. It happened to Dale Murphy. He went from all-star right fielder to going, out of the league.
Like Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson was like
30. He was
Tim,
2019, 335.
Even more recently, 3 years ago, Tim Anderson's a top 5 shortstop, and then he's invisible.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I wonder if
Best years with the White Sox, which are, he's only the White Sox, Miami and LA for each a year. He hit 20 home runs his best year. Most hits he had in a year, 167. He's got 1,000 hits, 552 runs.
There's also this personal foible that kind of mess with your life and your mojo, but the spiral may have begun when it was leaked he had kids with women that weren't his wife. That probably hadn't fed into the proper mindset of each night's assignment.
Jose Ramirez caught him with a right haymaker.
He did.
Just slinging them around.
That
And then,
one-hitter quitter.
You know what? Do you see ET? I think Anderson lined up as a southpaw in that fight. If you go check it out.
Yeah, the way he put his set up.
He lined up like a
Yeah,
southpaw and threw a couple straight jabs and he missed
went
with
night-night.
it. And then he got that roundhouse.
That
haymaker.
guy, Roughneck Odor,
Yeah,
didn't he get up and pop some?
got
Who was
Batista.
that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was the year after
That was a
Batista.
good one, wasn't
yeah,
it?
Batista hits the homer and does the bat flip dismount. They plug him, like they drill. Batista gets drilled.
Now,
And
who was so?
the next season?
Yeah,
And then
okay.
Batista goes sliding into second.
That's what
like,
it was. I was thinking
hard.
Batista was a DH, wasn't he?
Right field DH.
Okay, but
yeah.
he wasn't the one. I was thinking it was the other way around that Odor had slid into him.
Yeah,
but
Batista goes sliding into
Yeah.
second base, and then they stand up and
Yeah.
square off.
I
and
mean,
you
it didn't
wanna
last.
talk
That's enough.
about
Didn't last
connection.
long.
Oh my! Knocked his glasses off.
Yeah, you got to know if you're a fighter or not. Some guys they get involved in the locker room and they forget that I'm not a fighter.
Yeah, and
right.
Roughneck Odor, like
Yeah,
he looks like
just his
he's
name.
like
Great name.
You know what Adore means, right? I'm going to keep going with the Spanish. Hate.
Yeah.
But the dude's name is Roughneck Hate.
He's got bricks attached to his wrist.
I thought it
That's
was
what he's
odor.
got.
Yeah. Odor.
Smell.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No.
But
The boys are raving about the offense must be bouncing back today. Brenton Strange with an unbelievable catch. De'Ami Brown with an unbelievable catch. And Parker Washington Touchdown from Trevor Lawrence in the back of the end zone continues to make plays. Parker Washington could be a big part of this football team this year.
Certainly, listen, if you think about some of those Rams teams, Dan, and you would always look at the Nakua and Kupp, but they always have DeMarcus Robinson who would have 48 catches or Tutu Atwell, not but 38 catches.
Yeah.
You know, the more you can spread it around, and we're counting on De'Ami Brown to be that third receiver.
Right.
I like Parker Washington. You know, considering where he was picked and what they've had, I could look. Fill your roster with as many guys that in a week are capable of going 120 yards and 2 scores. Is Parker Washington do that every week? No. Will he could do that in a week. Yeah. Strange could do it in a week. De'Ami Brown could do it in a week, and either of the other receivers. So get more guys like that. Take almost like this fantasy football trend is these best ball lineups where you draft a whole roster and you just take the production. You get to set your lineup as it goes. I mean, you almost need to have that, mentality here. Yeah, with your offense.
You decide you want to try to shut down Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas this week, and then
so 1 week your one week your 2 most productive receivers by stats might be Parker Washington and De'Ami Brown. It doesn't mean that Hunter didn't go 5 for 48 or Brian Thomas 3 for 30, but
it's all about wins.
Yeah, all about wins and exploiting
matchups,
the weaknesses that you bring matchup wise for sure.
All right, let's make the turn for home. You want to do that?
Sure.
We'll do that next right here. Murphy Power Hour brought to you by our friends at ITP Partners.
To Petros Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Feeling the Florida heat? Make sure your car's AC is ready with help from Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Right now, get $50 off all AC services at any of their 5 Jacksonville locations. Whether it's a quick recharge or a full repair, their expert technicians will keep you cool and comfortable on the road. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your AC service today and take advantage of this limited one-time offer. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Tailgaters parking season passes are on sale now. Secure your Jaguar season parking today. Enjoy indoor restrooms, a full-service bar and grill, access 4 hours before kickoff. Visit tailgatorsparking.com and book your space today.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Football season is here, so I've got to get organized. Lauren Brooks here. Closets by Design creates custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms or entertainment centers, wherever that clutter has taken over. Call today to schedule a free in-home consultation and receive 40% off plus an additional 15% off with free installation. Yes, that's 40% off plus an additional 15% off this month only. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Maxed out on credit card, struggling with high interest debt? You could pay it all off in days with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Get cash out now without touching your low-rate first mortgage. No appraisals, no waiting, no BS. The Rapid Equity Loan Program at Loan Pronto is amazing. One Loan Pronto client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. They paid off debt, renovated their kitchen, and cut their monthly expenses by $1,800. That's a huge turnaround. Instant approvals, low rates, no hard credit pull up front. That's Loan Pronto. Listen, your home equity is yours. Use it. Get cash to consolidate your debt down to one easy, low monthly payment. Call Loan Pronto now for a free instant appraisal for your home and see how much cash you can get today. Loan Pronto is an A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and have nearly 2,500 5-star Google reviews. Call now and start the conversation. Go to loanpronto.com or call 999-1508. That's loanpronto.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, I suppose we are cooling down on today's top show. Listen, I'm interested in seeing what tact Liam Cohen takes with playing time in the preseason opener. How this is a small thing. I don't think this is going to play Daniel Murphy into any big time, culture or chemistry, marker. But just like, what's your approach? How competitive are you? Do you want to win lunch? Are you going to be? I can remember a preseason game that Tom Coughlin won back in the day where the starters would have come out after the first quarter and they played terrible, and he played them all the way into the second half. Got so disgusted with them not being able to, and you talked about Liam Cohen and at practice, if something's going good, they might keep working for a while. Or if they need to shut down, they'll shut down. So it feels like Liam Cohen is going to be that very adaptive, fluid guy, and that will go into. That's probably going to translate into game plan. Well, you think something's going to work, and whether it's a season-long strategy you need to switch or in-game you need to switch. And so to that end, I think whatever game plan he has, playing time or otherwise, for his football team Saturday night, I bet it's subject to, subject to
fluid. You're going to call it audible in it.
To making some changes.
I was talking to Tommy Mack yesterday. He was out at the field, and he kind of asked me, what do you like to do for baseball and spring training to get ready for a season? And spring training baseball is long. It's like 6 weeks. And I'm more focused kind of on like the last 10 days to 2 weeks. And I really wanted to put a lot of load of work in that last week or so. So I'm curious to see, which game that Coach Cohen ends up doing that with the guys, because I do think that you got to get out there and you got to ball not a full game, but you got to get out there.
Right. It's kind of
crack each other, and
there's a no man's land of energy there that concerns you. I bet you, if you're a coach or you run a team, of you got rookies out there playing with their hair on fire. You got veterans just trying to get through the game. It's just not how that sport is. Some sports you can play that. So you can play a game of baseball with 3 or 4 guys laxity. It's not going to show up. You do that, somebody's going to get killed in football if you do that. So that's a fine line too. You've got to. And I don't know. By the way. An interesting preseason game from this standpoint. You don't see very many preseason games where let's just assume Trevor and Rodgers don't play. Trevor will probably play a little. A-Rod probably won't play at all. But they had a quarterback injury yesterday. So the 4 quarterbacks we're going to see are going to be Nick Mullins and Johnny Wolford here. Mullins, a lot of NFL starts. Wolford has had just a role. And over there, it's like the exact same thing. It's Mason Rudolph. And then they have that Skylar Thornton. Is that his name? From the Dolphins. He's kind of Johnny Wolford. Been in the league. Thompson, is that what it is?
The one who started against Buffalo in the playoffs?
Correct.
I think it's Thompson.
Yeah, he's with Steelers now. Who's Skylar Thornton? Is that maybe a former Gator, a basketball player?
Bootsy's boy.
Yeah.
Why is everybody Shedeur Sanders is starting for Cleveland?
I saw that.
Okay. To me, that's here's your chance, kid. Right? So, but yet I'm seeing all this negativity, they're setting him up to fail stuff. I don't understand. I don't quite understand that. If you're a 5th-round pick, you're a quarterback, you're the 4th quarterback on the depth chart, you get a chance to start. Okay.
Yeah, go put it on
I'm
tape.
in.
You get those reps forever.
Worst case scenario,
and here's
no telling he's going to make the team, but you're right.
There's 29 other teams.
Correct.
There's a lot of other teams. How many are in the NFL? So
if you are the
31 other
if you're
teams.
the Cleveland Browns and you spend a 5th-round draft pick on a quarterback you plan on cutting, you're stupider than stupid.
Well,
it's already stupid to draft 2 of them.
There has to be a story there. They drafted Dylan Gabriel
They like him more. Why isn't he starting? Is he injured also?
They signed.
They're all banged up. I know they signed Huntley.
Yeah. I don't think they're quote set, but like Louis Riddick, who's very well respected, and they ripped him, and I was like,
Ripped who? The Browns?
Oh,
what, for starting Shedeur?
Yeah, like they're setting him up to fail.
I don't believe that at all. If it's a man's league, go play, man.
Yeah.
You're a rookie. You're a rookie. If he was the number one,
be grateful for a chance.
Here's the reality of that statement. If he were the number one pick of the draft, would you be saying that?
Yeah.
He's a rookie quarterback. They are what they are. In other words, you wouldn't think twice if.
Right.
If Tyler Shuck starts tomorrow, no one's going to say a word.
I just thought that was
Skylar Thornton, former Gator running back. You remember him, number 25 back there in the urban era.
Shedeur should be ecstatic to be getting these reps.
Yeah.
Like he's not guaranteed
I'm sure.
ever to get these reps, much less start the game.
Right.
Isn't there a part of you that feels like the lights will
And
go
I'm not
on
saying Shedeur's not. He may be just fine.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly. But just from the outside a bit. I saw that with Riddick as well, and I disagreed with it immediately.
I feel like the lights go on and he plays well, and they end up with more of a situation, more drama up there for
sure. For sure. There's no telling how he's going to react. And some guys do, Danny Werfel was always one of those guys who they said when the lights went on, he was like totally
That's true. Yeah.
Not a good practice player, but under the lights, whoa, this guy was good. This guy was legit.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Mike.
Good morning.
What's cooking today for you guys on Hump Day
the
Wednesday?
Jaguars offense is cooking.
It's back.
I don't know. I mean, man, it's so hard for me to know.
It's hard.
Team today, Tank Bigsby, first carry looked like 8-10 yard good run.
Okay.
Trevor hit Parker Washington right down him at 45 yards, maybe.
Beautiful.
Split double coverage because BTJ's not out there. He's not feeling well. And then good run by ETN on the next play. So looked like the offense got off to a good start in team today. De'Ami Brown, beautiful one-handed touchdown in one-on-ones versus Tyson. Tyson was in close coverage, but it was a good throw by Trevor, and he just brought it in with the one hand. And then Cephas from Trevor beat Travis Hunter in one-on-ones for a touchdown, too. So
what?
Toasting those cornerbacks today is what we're doing.
Cephas is a name that's just kind of flashed,
He makes, like you look at him, if you didn't know the backstory of any of these guys, you'd be like, that guy's a receiver. Like, he's just got a great athletic body, and he makes a play every day.
He does.
He really does. So
I want him to make the team so I can give him his nickname, Bo.
Bo Cephas. Yeah. That'd be yours.
I would give him the nickname Bo.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't know. I haven't really pondered a lot on the concept of Cephas.
I got you. I'm just thinking Cephas is that Bo is probably a common nickname for Joshua.
Maybe.
You got Quintez, right? Isn't that his brother?
Oh, is it? Of course it is.
Cephas, I think so.
I call him Bo also.
Nobody can ball like the Cephas boys.
Cephas family, man.
What are you talking about today?
We're talking about the Cephas family.
I bet you Josh Cephas, by the way, does not know who Bo Cephas is. I would guess that.
I bet you're correct.
I'd say he has not heard of it.
I bet you're absolutely
right.
I did like, I heard your interview with Kaiser yesterday.
Yeah.
I think he's been probably, is he the second best rookie performer so far?
I think he's pretty good. I think you can, based on just the early returns.
Yeah.
He's a succession plan for sure at middle linebacker.
Yeah.
I think
I like him.
Yeah, I so far so good. I don't know, but Caleb's sidelined. I don't know how they feel about Milam.
Right.
Interesting to see him playing a little bit of left tackle.
Tootin finally sounded like he may have flashed a little bit in the last couple of days.
Yeah, Tootin gets in there. He generally, if he gets his reps, he puts on a move in the open field on somebody.
Mike, let me ask you this real quick. Don't you think, your opinion, I saw him draft 2 running backs.
Yeah.
To me, they want those 2 guys are going to be on the team in some form or fashion. One could be on the practice squad, whatever, but they were brought in to succeed. At least one of those guys. That's why I think we stay with this. I'm not sure ETN's going to, because it looks like Bigsby's winning the job. But if they're not ready, we keep ETN for the time being.
Yeah, I don't think they cut ETN. I think
no.
they could be open to someone calling on them because you got to pay him. It's guaranteed money on the 5th-year option. So why cut him and pay him $5 million to do nothing? They use him and Bigsby right now almost interchangeably, in terms of the amount of reps.
Right.
ETN heavier in the passing game, Bigsby a little bit more between the tackles. And I don't think they're going to try to sneak any one of those 4 on the practice squad.
The one thing you have to remember too, and we talked a little bit the other day, they don't have that third. We've always had a third back almost in place here. then we don't have that. So the 2 rookies, really, it's really only adding 1 because the third, there is no, Dearness Johnson. There is no, we've had a veteran third back that we almost for sure was going to be on the team.
Look, everybody down there raves about Jaquindon Jackson, too. I just can't see the path to him making this roster, unless Etienne does, they get a call from somebody and
injury happens or
here's one for you. Which backfield's a little bit of a mess right now. Houston comes calling. What is it going to take? Texans got to pay the AFC South penalty, don't they?
At some point, we can't give them anything else.
We've given them a lot. We gave him Kirk, but we also gave him Cam Robinson. So, it kind of balances it out a little bit.
Have a good show.
Thank you.
Murph, appreciate you.
Cheers. You guys
Thanks
have
for
a good
coming
one.
in. All right.
It's been a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Rubbings Racing.
Trouble off turn number 2.